This person I was getting ready to kick off shortly. Like, follow, share, share, share. Pow, 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 pow.
Yeah. I know that.
Go here.
I ain't even look at the whole video either, so.
There we go. Here.
Then who he was supposed to be with, all the mob-tie cats.
Yeah.
You know.
But my thing is, why do we get so simple?
That's my biggest thing. I don't eat enough.
Pow, pow.
Reggie, and you ate it like it tastes good. I'ma shut up. Ooh,
He did. It looked like
It
cake
did
mix.
not.
Plus, I
It
did
look
alcohol
good.
during the week.
I like oatmeal,
I have a
too.
drink.
Wait, I like my oatmeal to have
I'm
some
drinking
butter,
tonight.
little
Yeah,
brown
friend's house.
sugar.
Yeah, that's when it ain't
You
no
know,
good.
that
you
was
had a
messed me
book,
up.
put a little milk in that, whoop it with it, yeah.
A couple of raisins.
Yeah,
That's where
absolutely
raisins
raisins.
No,
That's where raisins. They don't go in potatoes.
Absolutely raisins. I may even put if I'm getting fancy, I put
Friday
a little
night,
couple
I'm
of
like, okay,
walnuts
no,
in there,
no,
little just
no.
caramel up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know
Like,
I'm
I
drinking
like
tonight.
That's
Got my
that's
water
me.
in,
Little honey
water
on
in.
it.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Killing
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. I may put a strawberry or two in.
Look, something, but Reggie made that. Oh,
Yeah. And it's all time.
look, Solomon,
And
look
put this in
look
here.
at Solomon's face.
It's vanilla protein, oatmeal, and powdered oatmeal. I mean, powdered peanut butter.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Reggie, you ain't trying to get you trying to give me is me or you? Did that look delicious? Because that did not look.
I've had this for years. I love it. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
how your mama
it's an
used to cook it for you
acquired
too.
taste.
No, this is me. Shit.
Oh, I was finna say, my mama would never. She'll be calling me.
No, well, I just
Like,
do
I
the
like
whole
when mama
bullshit
make
with
me
the
some-
blender and all that shit.
Yeah.
Takes too much damn time. I just put the shit inside here, stir it up, and eat it that way.
Oh, okay. You're not a texture person,
His
okay?
arm was going for it.
I'm
right.
I'm
Is we
definitely
ready?
trying
There we go.
What was the?
I got a large number, but I know
Man,
I can
we
get to
barely
that
won.
Because I got my
next
court
year.
date coming up, so I don't want to be like some big
It was
ass
like
nigga in
21-7.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt 'em.
That ain't
We gotta
barely
It's gonna hurt us
one,
a
put
but
for this shit.
Yeah.
It's gonna hurt us a lot. They're gonna drop us out.
When is that?
December 6th.
what you doing?
4th through 6th.
There we go.
I gotta go to court for that other shit.
Oh, you want me to come in and be a
Pow, pow.
character?
Are you ready? Pow, pow.
You know I work from home, so I
Right here, pow, like that. You already know what it is. It's
Microphone check 1 2. What is this? Episode number 56 of His, Hers, and Ours, a real life couple holding real life conversation with real life friends. I'm your co-host Solomon Davis with
Shannon Royal Davis.
sounding a hell of a lot
I
better
am
than
back.
last week.
Yes.
Episode 56, the Lawrence Taylor episode. So we hitting hard today.
Oh yeah.
Gotta bring it. Usual cast of characters around the table. Sitting to my right, team captain, Team Solomon, Mr. Low T himself, Reginald Gray.
I'm gonna need you to stop calling him Low T. Yeah, he's single.
He
We
can
need
go
it.
T.
We need the
I,
T
I,
to
don't-
be.
I ain't seen no test results recently. So joined again by the guest that never left, the Dean of Sugar U.
Yeah, if I ain't Sugar U, who is? Sugar U.
And you got to
And
sugar you
we got the
apparel.
merch. We got merch
got
for
the
y'all.
apparel.
Want that Sugar U shirt, you know what I'm saying? Sugar University, baby.
Sugar
up?
We got a class coming up soon. This
Well,
fall.
how many weeks is this class, though? I need to understand.
Don't worry about it.
Do they let people get like specialties? You know, like how your job
Yeah,
is
yeah,
you
yeah.
get your
You-
like certifications.
Yeah.
Get like a week long certification. Oh,
You can
okay.
get your mastery in pole
Oh, okay.
spinning. You know what I'm
Gotcha,
saying? And,
gotcha.
then you
Tell
know,
them they graduate as fast as their talent grows.
absolutely.
You ain't got no skills. You gonna be a basketball.
You get your lap dance.
So do they get like do they get remedial classes? Remedial classes for those who just
Yeah, we have some, that have to go in the remedials and come in
okay.
and do refresh. We're growing school.
Okay.
We're growing.
Yeah,
We're rolling up.
We rolling. We romping. We getting there.
And for those who aren't enrolled, there are tutoring sessions.
Tutoring, yes. Yeah. And graduation this year will be held at Club Play.
Club play.
this time. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be ready for this. We're getting on up there. Tuition is low. I'll talk to you about that on the flip side.
All I gotta say is just let me know when homecoming weekend.
Yeah, homecoming.
They all come back.
We gonna have some. Well, I was gonna have some rappers, but we slowly lose the nose. So,
Okay.
you know what I mean. So I don't know, man. We'll check it out, see what it is.
On the ones and twos, the Surgeon General.
Yo,
What's going on?
feeling great. 7-1.
7-1 on what?
Cleveland Cavaliers.
Oh, yeah, because I know that one your record, your pick'em record, but it's
No,
okay. We just
I
gonna go
gave
on
up
to the
on that.
next.
So shout out to my boys that were our guests last week, Jay Noetic and Remy Mulatto from my Method Podcast.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Shout out.
My man Serge opened up for him last week. How did that go?
Oh, it was great. I had a blast. It was
This
great.
is so,
And
sir.
I ain't gonna lie, I was supposed to get there, but we had
Yeah,
a
that
hell of a
Halloween,
Saturday night.
Halloween party ran over.
Yeah, y'all got to talk
And
about
when you
that.
old, your bounce back game ain't the same. It's not
what it
the
used to be.
same. That bounce back game is not the same. It's called recovery. You need to sleep.
We had one for the ages.
One for the
Yeah.
Angels.
One for the ages.
It was dope.
And then I also want to get out to a shout out to my man Alex over at Cutter Cigars, a new place that I just came upon. Cutter Cigars on the intersection of Kings Road and Lumsden.
Okay.
Nice chill spot. Gives you the reality of what a cigar lounge should really be.
Yeah.
Not what, we've turned it into.
Yeah.
Takes it back to the old school. So shout out to my man Alex over at Cutter Cigars.
Until some of them find out about that.
Check it
Yeah.
out.
Brian's.
Exactly, next door to O'Brien.
Brian's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's your old stomping grounds over there.
Yeah.
Your neck of the woods.
Okay. All right.
Memories.
Look, Reggie giving me light skin energy right now. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He's giving you light skin energy right now.
So what's up? Kick it off.
All right, we're going to jump on in it. We started off the week on a down note, as a rap world and just the world in general. Kind of more, we all took a moment and to mourn the death of Takeoff, 1/3 of the Migos, how he was tragically killed during a visit to Houston. And so we're going to talk about this, guys, because I have this thing where at what point are we bigger than, the arguments with people? They said it was killed over like a disagreement with a dice game that he had nothing to do with.
He wasn't nowhere near.
He wasn't even by it. He just happened to get up and hear his family member or his uncle, which is actually his bandmate, Quavo, getting his voice raising, and he just coming to his aid at the same time, but you die in the process. Like, to me, for men, I need to understand, like, where do y'all draw the line? Like, when is enough as far as when you're in spaces that's not your environment? They weren't in Atlanta. They're in Houston.
Yeah, but that was their environment.
You think
I'm
that was
just-
their environment?
Yeah.
I mean,
It wasn't their home
Might
city.
not be in the city, but men grow accustomed to being in certain places.
Okay.
So, I mean, even you as my wife, now that, with my habit of smoking cigars and what have you, when we go on vacation, take a trip somewhere, I'm going to find a cigar lounge somewhere.
Right.
That's just, where I'm going. That's my comfort space.
But-
and, I mean, a bowling alley per se might not have been his comfort space, but just that group, that environment, chilling with family, and that may be his family space, so he was there with family.
Well, but the thing about it is that when we are certain places, I always tell people who come to Tampa and y'all be doing all that quick stuff, it's not where you're from, it's where you at. I don't give a damn where you from. When you talking and going crazy, is where you at, is how my mindset always goes back to. They weren't arguing with family. It was some dudes from Houston that apparently, they knew through somebody who
They
knew
was let
somebody.
in. They was
Yeah,
let in.
they were part of the party.
They were with Jay Prince.
Yeah.
Jay Prince and them.
His son.
Yeah, his son. But not only that, like, at what point, like, when I'm somewhere and I know I'm not home, my talk game and my fight game I get a little bit quieter with it because I don't know who I'm with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not that I have any regard with, I'm scared because my husband with me, or I'm scared my sister. I don't know who else is there. This is not my home, and that's what I mean by that.
Right.
So some arguments I can just let pass because at the end of the day, I ain't gonna see you no more, and I really don't give a damn what you say after I leave because I don't care. When it starts to get in that space, why is it so hard for men to just walk away and be like, okay, it is what it is, and live to see another day?
Are you referring to him specifically? Or
Yeah,
just
him specifically, and
Well,
I say
well,
that in
well,
general.
well,
And
well,
that-
well,
Actually,
no, he
been
wasn't
part
doing
of it.
anything. But I'm just saying, like, it wasn't his fight anyway.
Yeah.
Why wasn't it just like, okay, y'all, let's go, we can just go on out of here. Let's take him.
From what I've gathered and listening to certain things, sometimes I go on a Clubhouse and just listen, sit in the rooms and listen to what people.
I can't do that.
Way too many people, but actually the room that another high-profile podcaster has.
Uh-huh.
I went
Look,
in there,
Wack.
sat in his room. Him,
He too noisy for me. I don't really do
like
him
that.
enough,
But
yeah.
Joe.
Okay.
So I went in his room and you could hear certain things or
But-
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could hear certain things. They talked about certain issues or whatever. But my thing is, I'm like you. At what point do we say, I'm above this? I'm above being in the hood.
I've always been that
You know
way.
what I'm saying?
I remember parties
Like-
I went to where it's like, distinctly,
Yeah.
I'm 18, 19 years old, maybe just me.
I don't even
Where I'm
need
like,
it.
hey, bro, this ain't, you know what? I'm going
out.
to be outside.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got to come up. Nah, dude, I can tell this is kind of sketchy right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to be outside.
You know your environment.
But you know this generation. I mean, just look at the lyrics of what you just said.
Yeah.
I mean, look at songs and what have you. Lyrics that they put in. I mean, she said she can't come outside. That means she's scared, right?
Yeah, right.
So I mean, they just saying you got to be in that environment. If you are who you are. My thing is on this. Takeoff really had nothing to do with the argument that was
absolutely
going on.
nothing.
This could have been like she just said. Hey man, let's go ahead and get out of here.
Yeah.
And before they could get out, somebody else said something who had nothing to do with it. One thing leads to another, and bam, bam, bam.
Right.
Somebody who wrong place, wrong time.
And it's not gonna get solved.
But it's
I'm here to let y'all know that,
like,
too.
but this generation
It's
is
not
so
gonna
quick
get solved.
it's so quick to pull out a gun. Like, yo,
'Cause don't nobody know
your
how to
fight
fight.
game is weak.
Nobody
That week
know how
that
to
you
fight.
scared, you came with 9 people
No.
and you think they're just gonna let you fight. I know if my sisters and my cousin, we were coming up, if one fought, the rule was one fight,
Everybody-
you all fought.
everybody better
And
fight.
if you didn't fight and you got back home, you
I'm
was in
whooping-
trouble.
I'm whooping
Yeah,
your ass.
because
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
just how we grew up.
Yeah, I grew up that.
Now,
same way.
granted, if we see, hey, nah, she had it by herself, it was one-on-one, we ain't gonna jump in that, we're gonna let her have that. But
You
if we
gonna make
see-
sure nobody
Yeah.
around jumping in.
But this generation is so gun happy, and you can't get back life. Once you pull that trigger, you can't get that life
I
back.
ain't
Because
arguing-
what
I
it
ain't arguing
is,
with no young
what
people.
happens is, you might roll with a group of people, and all of y'all, hey, your fight game on point, this, that, and the other. And if something go off, y'all ready to bounce. But what a gun does, it makes the softest cat in your crew hard.
Yes, it do.
All
And
right,
it-
I
it
might
was
not be able to
just
fight you,
tragic.
but now I just even the table.
But you look at this, like, that guy was, what, 29?
Who?
Takeoff, I think it's like
Yeah,
29, 28,
29.
whatever
28.
it was, 28, 29, whatever.
His uncle's
Not
the
even-
same age?
They're
No,
like a
they're
year
a little-
apart.
a year apart,
They're a
yeah.
year apart, but
All of
whatever
them,
it is.
all of them some can.
Okay.
But the thing about it is that you even had like Lil Baby and them had an issue going at each other through like the label and all of that. Even for him to come out and say, y'all, like, I ain't never imagined it to be no S like this. You know what I'm saying? You know, rest in peace, to him. And that to me said a lot because, most of those guys that you be beefing with now, they just be like, that nigga dead. Bob, like,
Yeah.
and it's a joke. And it's a running game. And for him to come out and just be like publicly, like, rest in peace. I think most guys try to keep it at a business level
Yeah.
and not necessarily because you could take it to the streets easily.
Mm-hmm.
But when you try to keep it in a business in a business level, in a business manner, I think that was the smartest thing he could have done. Like, hey, that's my condolences. I don't wish no bad on nobody. And you really shouldn't, because at the end of the day, you're arguing over what? Different statuses, your clout. All of them rich.
All the money.
All of them got money.
I think the best idea may be just to, like, hey, look, I'm out of town.
We ain't hanging out.
No, well, hang out, but
Bring the party to you.
to you.
That way you can
Yeah.
control the crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, look, we got this going on after the show. We're going to be doing, we're not going there. We don't know anybody there. We're going to have it here. We got a host, people coming. Who's coming with you?
But you heard
I mean,
that's what
but
Deion
but
wound up
that's
doing
any
with his
celebrity.
team.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
so-
said,
Oh, he told they ain't going
Deion
nowhere.
said, no. If your family want to see you, they coming to the
I don't care
hotel.
who she
Like,
is,
I don't care.
yeah.
They coming to see you
Yeah.
at the hotel. And that's the only way you can kind of isolate that. Like, that's why a lot of
Because they was
players...
going to Houston this weekend.
The same place.
but
Yeah.
I mean, we had that same conversation back in the day when this show first started, and we was talking
Yeah.
about the whole Tiger Woods situation.
Yeah, bring it to you.
What Tiger messed up is he was out doing it himself.
Yeah.
Bring it to you. Have one of your boys go, hey, listen, Tiger in town,
Go pick her up.
so.
Go pick her up. Go
Well,
tell
Tiger
her
live
what's
in the
up.
social media area. He can slide in DM and get.
No,
you know.
but see, Tiger was all at the church, all in the parking lot doing
I don't know
shit.
where he was
At the
at.
Perkins. He was,
Mm-hmm.
he, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just
I'm gonna
think
go to the
it-
Perkins and get
look,
some pussy. Who said that?
I mean, I ain't trying to put him on.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't trying to put him on blast or nothing, but I mean,
No, I'm gonna be. Anybody gonna recognize me at Perkins?
Ain't nobody going
I'm dressed down. They ain't gonna know who it is.
I mean that one time when he was at Gyros when he left Sugar U.
Yes, he
Wait,
left
I'm gonna
Sugar U.
need y'all to
And he went to
stop.
Gyro,
Sugar U.
and I told him, hey, be careful at
He
that
ain't
Gyro.
never going to gyros. Y'all
Hey,
can
listen,
understand that.
Listen, he went to Gyros after
He
Sugar
cobbling
U.
Asian.
Yeah.
They like chicken too.
Yeah, he loves
whatever.
They
chicken.
like wings too.
He going to top. He going to one wall.
We do have a wing class at Sugar U too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He going to golden dragon.
Lemon pepper fried hard.
Pepper fried hard. You know what I'm saying? Habanero. You know what I'm saying? We got all the flavors there.
So on to the next. Rest in peace to him, and my condolences go out to his family and stuff like that. But you kind of get sick and tired of saying that.
I'm gonna say one more thing.
Go ahead.
I've been holding my comments on this situation because this does not look right, don't seem right, does not feel right. Something sketchy is in this situation.
You think so?
Meaning? I mean, go into detail.
No, I'm just saying it just don't make sense to me. Like one of if I'm arguing with you about some money, you know what I'm saying, and your homeboy pull out a gun and start shooting blindly and shit and hit you. I don't know. It just don't
So
seem
you see,
right.
like a gun just ain't gonna come out. It's like,
Yeah.
there gotta be a backstory there.
Yeah,
somewhere.
yeah. It's something. It's something
But it's
missing
always
in the middle.
it's when your man raise his voice, when your leader, your crew raise his voice. That's like so. It's kind of like me and my sisters know, and I don't like we don't cheat at spades or nothing like that,
Right.
but we know each other's cadence when we're playing cards. If somebody talking to
say
us,
something. Y'all
we
talking
don't
to the
necessarily
board.
talk across the board. No, we know how to look like we like I can tell you
Yeah.
straight up if I'm playing cards and I be like,
Yo,
oh,
what you
I'm
got? What you got?
989-2258.
I ain't
So
got-
989-2258 mean I got a handful of phone numbers. You by yourself. And 989-2258 is my nephew's phone number when he was a little kid. He learned his phone number. And so when I was like,
Hey,
dude, this 989-2258 all
tell
day.
you- I'll tell
I
you
ain't got
what's better.
nothing for you.
I'd be like, yo, we be clubbing.
But it's not. But the thing about it is that if I wasn't playing with her and I just said 989-2258, my sister already know what it is. She could be sitting on the sideline. She gonna be looking like, oh, okay, you finna die.
Yeah.
That's it. But she knows what I'm saying is she knows me well enough. So when you're
you
with
feel
people
like
who are
you
in your
good.
group, if somebody heard Quavo raising his voice, his friend probably like, oh yeah, that's trouble. Let's see. Let me get my gun ready. Let me stay ready because if you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's where it went wrong.
But the other thing is, take your ass, if you're going to be out here with a gun, take your motherfucking ass to the gun range and understand that sometimes there's going to be some shit that's going to come at you. It's going to close your eyes.
But when they're so
And try
used
to
to
be
it
shooting
happening
shit.
so fast, that's the same thing that happened with your boy, King Von died. Like, it'll be a year this year. As a matter of fact, I want to say like next week or something, where that boy died at the club in Atlanta. And it was because
Same old
his
shit.
friend pulled out a gun and they pull out and now you shooting. Well, he thought he was just going to fight somebody. He
got
ended up
killed.
getting killed.
Yeah.
It's the same, like it's just that's the domino effect. I think is that the rappers like
They done
a
had-
part of their handbook, have a gun, be ready to shoot at all times.
And
Reggie, what you saying? I see you raise
No,
your
I'm listening to you.
eyebrow
I'm
over
listening
there.
to
Like
you. I'm
I'm.
they all,
I don't know.
We only lost in our generation. We only lost 2 rappers. 2. And
So,
they
like, the
was
gun
6
violence.
months. There was a gun violence. They were 6 months apart, and then it never happened no more. I'm talking about 2 big time rappers.
Big L.
Big L was
Big L,
gonna be
I don't
the
really know
best.
who the hell he is. To be honest with you.
You don't know
Big L
No,
was the
man,
dude
but
that's.
I don't know. I never.
Big
heard
L's
nothing
the
from
guy
him.
that everybody got their style from.
I get what he's
Okay.
saying. He's saying as far as like, we know what Big L is, but he's not known.
Yeah, he wasn't
Like,
there yet.
yeah, Big
Like
L,
he
man.
wasn't a
Not to
Biggie. He
disrespect
wasn't a
him.
Biggie or Pop.
Yeah,
Like
I
he
To
wasn't.
me, he wasn't big.
When Biggie and Pop was beefing, you knew everybody in they
Right.
crew. You knew everybody in the whole crew. Like you knew their names. You knew what albums they was
Death
like.
Row, Bad
Yeah,
Boy.
I knew
you
all-
knew that.
I knew the
But
Outlaws,
now I get what he
Junior
going at with
Mafia.
that.
We only had 2 pivotal rappers to lose their life
In that
this
manner.
game. In that manner, this here, we've lost, and I say the little kids have lost. My kids have lost
Yeah.
a lot of their rappers that they listen to. I actually like the Migos. that was one of the new groups that I was like, I like that. Bad and Bougie. I was feeling that song. I was feeling those guys. Like, okay, I kind of got into what they was rapping about. But everybody else, I don't know.
But you even have people just being brazen enough to just like, I think our gun laws are so lax that the things that happen everywhere else, like New York, when you have that gun, whether you shoot yourself or anybody, you going to prison. Like they don't give a darn.
Plexico.
It's I just think that we are so like lax with the gun laws and stuff like that, and the things that happen with guns that it doesn't make any sense. Like people are just brazen. Like that dude PNB Rock who got killed in the Roscoe's because dude trying to rob him, but not even that. You ain't even want to give up your you don't want to give up your jury.
Man, I'm giving that shit up. It's gone.
Right, and now you dead and he still got your jury.
I don't think you can blame that on rappers. I mean, that's just this generation period.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do what Too Short said, but again, Too Short's older. He's older than me. And he said he goes to the hood a lot, but he don't live there. And when he goes, he dresses down and drives a not so flashy car. He hangs around everybody that's in the hood. He still hangs on every now and then, but he don't come in with the fancy car of the jury on, because that's like shitting on people when you come in.
Right.
He says, I still go like once a month probably. I don't know how many goes, but he doesn't come in like, hey, look at me.
But even me growing up where I grew up at before they destroyed that place now, but even if I went there, I still know the rules.
Right.
Tampa Park, College Hill, you still know the rules. You still come in there. I ain't lived there in a minute before they shut it down. I ain't lived there. I still roll through. See some of the same people, peace sign. I'm in and I'm out, just to let them know, hey, listen, I'm still there, but I'm out.
I never grew up in, and I'm gonna tell you, I never grew up in the projects or anything like that. Like I didn't, so I don't know how their mindset and how that stuff works. But I was in the hood playing all the time with my cousins, like whoever. If a friend stopped, like, yeah, I want to stay over too. But the first thing they did, yo, you can't go out there with this, honey. Let me get you some change of clothes. Yeah. Let me help you out. Yeah. So there are always people that's there to guide you and direct you, and you just kind of know the rules just by learning a law of the land, where you're at. Like I said, it ain't where you from, is where you at. Yeah. And I think people forget that oftentimes. And I think like the dudes with the Chicago stuff, with the drill stuff, how they kept going back and forth, and they done killed so many of each other like off, and none of them live past 27. These kids are under 27 years old. Like, I can only imagine the dude, what's his name, FBG Duck, who got killed in Chicago, like down in there, what they call it, the Gold Coast. He was in front of a high-end shopping where Oprah, like their studios and stuff is. Yeah. They solved that murder. You know why? Because y'all on social media, they got your mans in them, and and they're taunting each other. So they solved that murder, and they made a federal case. Because you went down in the white folks' district where they shop at and where it's peaceful. But you carry that same grudge from, because you picked at my man when he died, now I'm going to kill you. You picked at this one. Mm-hmm. That's the music.
It also goes with the music because, like, even though Pac got killed, every song wasn't he got that way with Death Row, so I take that back. But he got to a point, I hate to say it, but he was more diverse. Mm-hmm. So every song wasn't this, that, and he was acting, so he wasn't focused on that.
Yeah, but we all knew. Or maybe we didn't back then, and now looking back, we all knew Pac wasn't back then.
No, but that's not my point. My point is he was putting who he was hanging out with, and he was putting the energy out there.
Right.
That was the issue. Yeah, but now was he an actor and all that? Yeah, whatever. It don't make a difference. But he was putting that energy. What the drill music is, and I've never heard the entire album, so I can't talk shit.
I don't. I just hear.
But it's like I think maybe every single song may be shoot, kill. I don't like Church Sinatra. I don't like Solomon. Kill, shoot on a fat ass beat.
Yeah.
And it's
you doing all eyes on me.
So
right?
what it is kind of like for them.
It ain't I don't like Solomon on no rap.
It's not like that. No.
You know, me and Serge get in the studio together and I murder a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
okay.
It'll be a bar battle. It won't be like
He may get a bar, but anyway, I'm just saying, like in the drill music, they do tend to go at each other, and you're going by sides and stuff like this. But the funny thing is, and I keep saying, like these dudes be killing each other over neighborhoods that they don't even own.
That you don't own
blade of grass.
You don't ain't no grass. Nothing.
You arguing about a housing projects that they done knocked down, but y'all done carried that all the way to Atlanta, or you've carried it all the way to California, wherever you are. Like I just think that at some point it gotta stop. Right.
And I've been to
But
that
I'm
place
just
when
saying,
it was
it's just,
for real.
It's just at some point it gotta
run.
slow down. It gotta stop. So on a lighter note,
The movie with the white dudes. The movie.
everybody's favorite Zaddy had a birthday yesterday.
Who?
Diddy, the
Oh, yeah,
favorite
yeah, that's
Zaddy,
right, that's
53,
right.
turned
53.
5'3".
Yeah, he
Yeah.
moved a
Yeah.
little bit slower on stage.
Yeah.
He slowed down like in the last 2
That
years.
metabolism catching up
Yeah.
with him too. You
I
see it.
know.
You see it. But I ain't mad at him. I just think it'd be so funny to me because Diddy got these young girls out here really thinking they got a shot. Diddy is not. I think he's gonna be forever the player.
Oh, he ain't
And
getting
he ain't getting married. I think his soulmate died, and I think that's what he is. He just having fun with like Carisha and the little ladies that he just be messing with. But shout out to Diddy on the
Carisha
53rd
said-
birthday.
So let me
She ain't
ask
coming
this.
up
Speaking of Diddy, we got some hip hop enthusiasts around the table.
Absolutely.
Where, in your opinion, describe Diddy's place in the culture, past and present?
Executive.
The number one executive.
Number one?
Yeah.
Yeah, executive, yeah.
Yeah. The number one executive to ever grace the game.
He had only the
Ah.
only issue I would have with Diddy is he didn't have a continuous like.
I-
They were a bunch
I'll
of
tell you
artists
what.
that had one album and that's it.
So-
he didn't really have many that had a continuous like Motown had the Temptations for years and
Mm-hmm.
Smokey for years. You had Biggie unfortunately passed away, but he had an impact.
I just.
Go ahead, I'm
So
sorry.
no, go ahead. He did have an impact, and
The
I
sound
just
he
don't-
did with the R&B and all
And
that
blending
stuff.
it, that's
all
him.
that stuff was like
That's him.
That New Jack
did it, yeah.
type stuff,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, but I don't think he's the number
Hip
one
hop artist.
exec.
You don't think so?
And the reason
What
why I
do you
say that, for me, if I honestly would have to say that, I would say Jermaine Dupri.
That's the start. That's
And the only reason why I say,
Godfather.
the only reason why I say that is because of just the relationships and the longevity and the way he's been able to cross different markets
Yeah.
and different spaces, and that's
He
why
the-
I say he's a good,
to me,
he's
he
the number
the
one
most-
exec.
To me, Jermaine Dupri the most successful
Okay.
executive. But Diddy is
Yeah,
the
The
I'll
most
shoot that
known.
one down.
Who you gonna shoot?
I would say
You gonna
Diddy.
shoot-
I'll say Diddy's more successful
Nah,
than
bro.
Jermaine Dupri.
If you go musically,
From a music
from a
standpoint,
music
why?
standpoint,
I
From
mean-
a music standpoint, no. Jermaine Dupri by far kills him.
Bad Boy over So
By
Def.
far.
And
By
the thing
far.
about, and
And
the, when the
talking
one
about
thing that
something
Jermaine
by
Dupri
itself,
had to grab me,
producing wise. You want to pull it up?
And writing. He was a writer.
yeah, he's a writer. That's why I say he's in the Rock and Roll Hall of
Right.
Fame because
He-
he's a writer. He knows.
He got
He
way more
knows
hits
not
than
he,
Diddy.
and not only that, he don't have to leave nobody
just
to
think-
say,
I
"Hey,
think-
can you oversee this
I
for
think
me?"
Diddy's-
Diddy
He
has
did
to
it.
step back from the board.
But that's what an
to be able to-
executive does.
No,
Right,
and
no,
you know what?
but he-
I think
he's
Diddy
tampered with the
has put his
artists.
hands on more.
Who did it?
Okay.
Yes.
No.
I think Diddy has touched more top
It
tracks
wasn't, but let me
than
tell you,
Jermaine
Diddy
Dupri.
wasn't an executive when he was touching the Mary J. Blige's
Right.
at first. He wasn't. You know who was his? It was your boy
Andre Harrell.
Andre,
Andre
right?
Harrell.
So I can't give him credit for the Mary J. Now he took her
You
from
can't
there
give-
eventually and did his own thing with that, but I can't give him
You
credit
still-
for the
you
Mary
still
J.
can't-
or the Jodeci's because they were under Andre, and that's how that part
The-
worked out. So I can't really give him
The
that.
only thing you could give Diddy credit for is remixing the song.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now he is the greatest remixer. He know how to hit. What do you think?
Jermaine can do that too.
Jermaine too, but
And Jermaine be throwing some of everybody on that because y'all weren't listening to Plies when he threw him on that
Yeah,
remix.
yeah, I
with the-
did. I
like he
listened to
just kind of okay.
I like-
but I do love Diddy. I think it's
I know
I'll
Jermaine-
tell you- I'll
I
tell
know
you
Jermaine
why.
was Sometimes leather.
yeah.
I'm going back there. Everyone forget this.
I remember that. I remember that too.
don't tell your age. Don't tell your
Come on,
age.
work it
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
We don't do that dance.
I guess my thing with Diddy is, once again, from an executive standpoint, I know what's gonna sell.
Right.
Okay.
I know what type of sound I want to put out there. Now, do I have the ability to do it? In some cases, yeah.
And then
But in some genres that I can't reach, I'm gonna hire a team of producers that can get that done.
And that's been
He always
yeah.
he's always had a team of producers. He never his thing is people understand that Jermaine is absolutely a beat maker. Plus he hear the music. Plus he's
play
like
some
he
stuff,
might be
yeah.
100% or 98%. Diddy can hear and say, okay, you do this, Crazy Cat, you do this. Turn this down. Turn this up. I need you to bring your vocals to this point. Now, don't say it like that. Say it like this. He's a all around producer without putting his hands on it.
Right.
But I think I guess the reason why I can't give Diddy this whole executive, you have too many unhappy artists or ex-artists and too many people who complain about his management style, the way he's done contract.
Once again,
Yeah, I'm not knocking that.
But
I'm not knocking it. I'm just simply saying that's the one knock that I'll give him as an executive. When you have so many, like, if it's just Church Sinatra coming, but you got 15,000 Church Sinatras coming, like, that's bad business to me.
Yeah.
That's why I can't really, like, like, you don't hear Jermaine Dupri may have done stuff, but it ain't never been as noisy.
Everybody always come back
To him, and they always have a.
But if you think about it, everybody has came back to Diddy too, especially that last tour.
So
the only person who didn't come back was Craig Mack.
So let's
But
switch
Craig
it
was
up
done
then.
with it.
We spoke about it from an executive perspective. Just as a producer, where would you put him?
Where would I put him as a producer by himself? I wouldn't put him above Jermaine.
And I wouldn't put him above
At all.
Dre. I wouldn't put him above.
He goes
quite a few
to
people.
me. He goes if you think about rap producers.
Yeah, I won't say rap, hip
Just
hop.
hip
Hip-hop.
hop and R&B
Okay.
type of
Hip hop producers alone, I'm gonna put Dre above everybody, and then I'm gonna put Jermaine. Then I'm gonna go DJ Premier.
I'm a shock you say Timberland.
I know. Some
I
no
was gonna
tempo.
say Timbo. Yeah, absolutely.
Tim was after Premier because the reason why I say Tim is because Tim had a lightning in the bottle effect on everybody,
Tim just had a sound that I like.
You know what I'm
being in
saying? And
Florida.
he
that drum kick he has.
and he keep evolving.
So you like the
So you
808s.
don't really know where Tim. You don't. It's some songs you probably don't even know Tim did. You know what I mean? So you those guys you got to put like
you got Tim.
I would say 4 pillars.
But I'll say most influential. I would put Diddy as one of the most influential.
Diddy the most successful.
So-
the
So you saying
star producer.
Dre #1 all time
Dre #1 all time.
producer?
Yeah, hip hop. He's Quincy Jones. If you think about hip hop, he's Quincy Jones. But he don't touch. At one point in time, he didn't touch the beats either.
So before becoming an
Scott
actual
Storch, you could think you could
before
throw him in
becoming
there.
an artist himself, Pharrell and the Neptunes.
Oh yeah, that's a whole nother entity there.
I'm just throwing them out there.
I mean,
No,
you just-
and you forget about the
For real.
people because they're very
Everybody
quiet
say
and they kind
Neptunes,
of go.
but
the
it's
Neptunes
just him
kinda
and
go-
Chad.
Him and Chad,
Yeah, it's just him and Chad. But Chad
But
is
they
the
go
person
about
who
their
does
business.
more work than Pharrell. Pharrell started the idea. Chad finishes the idea.
But the thing about him, I
'Cause
think
he
the
got
reason why
more
people overlook
musicality.
them is because they don't
So
look for
let
the
me ask you this:
notoriety part of it.
why do you say Dre best producer of all time? Is it because of longevity?
Probably so.
Dre got hits on every single
diversity.
body, diverse wise.
So longevity and diversity. I'm gonna say, what about Rick Rubin?
Oh man, you hit me with that one because Rick Rubin is the man too now.
I'm just throwing stuff out there.
No, I said Rick for years. He's been doing most.
But
like,
we sleep
like
on
rock
Rick
and
because he
stuff.
do a lot of rock.
He's
music,
doing
and
rock.
We don't really know.
He's doing rock and like
what
country
he-
and stuff
what
now. So
he's
now I'm kind of
doing.
like lost track of what he was doing.
And
He had Chino XL. That's like one of my favorite artists.
Chino Excel, fuck you too.
Yeah,
But
fuck you,
no,
Chino XL,
But the
fuck
thing
you.
was, but the thing is though,
Dazzling.
but the funny part
Guys
is,
slow.
I'm a big Chino
That's
XL
Slim.
fan, and Chino's first album was the first artist he signed when he left Def Jam. Rick Ross.
Gotcha.
Chino
And he
Okay.
said,
Yeah.
so Rick said, I signed him because he sounded like a young LL Cool J. That's why I signed him.
Okay.
to be honest with you, with Chino XL, I know Chino XL, I know his music, but it's only one line he's ever had that stood out to me.
With one with Eddie Murphy.
I threw a brownstone and Brandy, now she's changing faces.
Oh my god.
You got a bunch of those.
And of course, sitting at this table, y'all already know. I'm gonna say, what about Kanye?
Okay, we not.
Hold on, wait. I can argue about that. I can argue about
Go
that.
ahead.
I can't put Kanye in the.
You cannot.
No, I can't put him in the conversation as far as
I ain't
one of
putting
the
him in no
greatest
conversation.
producers because let me see. Some of the Blueprint, right?
80% of the blueprint.
Nah, 50, because the other 50% go to Just
With
Blaze.
Blaze, yeah.
So if
King
you
of
think
the
about
Throne.
it,
That was
Watch the Throne.
Watch the Throne. King of the Throne.
well, Watch the Throne. That was not all him. That was
Now he acting like Game of Thrones.
what's my man name?
Blaze. Was it Blaze?
No, Just Blaze wasn't on Game of Thrones. I don't think. It was Kanye and his person that he worked with now.
It was Kanye.
So
The Black Album.
Black Album wasn't all Kanye.
It wasn't
either.
all him, but he did his thing on it.
Nah, cause Kanye can't even go.
And wait,
Kanye,
just get away from Jay-Z.
Hold on, wait. You said the Black Album? What's the standout song on the Black Album? Who did that?
Just Blaze, wasn't it?
Just Blaze
No,
did it.
Premier did.
What?
Public service announcement.
Yeah, Premier did that.
That was Just Blaze.
No, that's Premier.
Okay.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah. No. This song is something by the Just Blaze and the Blaze.
Yeah,
Blaze.
that's Just Blaze.
Just Blaze. Yeah, that's.
I mean,
that's the
Dirt Off Your
standout song.
Shoulder, Timberland,
Not
Yeah.
Kanye.
Change clothes.
Not Kanye.
Pharrell.
Not Kanye.
Not Kanye.
Stop. Let me stop y'all here because I'm not gonna do is go down the Kanye
But
rabbit hole
he-
with Solomon.
he can't-
because Solomon is gonna forever
he
argue with
doesn't
Kanye.
have-
Kanye is musically
he-
inclined. Like
he
you
good.
can't take
He
anything
good.
from him beat wise. Like he's a good producer.
I like Kanye when he did stuff with Slum Village.
That was
was
Kanye West before
yeah,
Kanye
thank you,
Kardashian.
thank you.
That was
Oh,
not.
yeah.
Now he's
Yeah,
Kanye
Kanye.
Kardashian.
What was Common's
So you
best
say Gunna
album?
West.
What was Common's best album?
Like Water
Go.
for Chocolate.
B.
Yeah.
B was good too, but Like Water for Chocolate was better than that.
Anyway,
No, matter of fact, if you really want, yeah, Like Water
well,
for
we
Chocolate.
don't. We not finna argue with Solomon with Kanye because it's like him and Serge when they
All-
played
everything
Michael
that
Jordan
came out of
and
that
LeBron James.
Electric
I'm not
Lady,
doing this with
situation.
Solomon.
Real quick.
Solomon go hard for Chicago.
Yeah.
You would swear he was there. He was born there.
And real quick.
What's that?
Aaron Carter. Dead at
Yeah,
34
we
years
saw.
old. I just-
Yeah.
Yeah, Aaron Carter.
Encore.
Solomon, we not doing that.
He did that. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
You don't know my name?
You don't know my name is good too. Keep going.
He just gonna disrespect Aaron Carter, huh?
Poor Aaron Carter. Like I think he had some drug issues.
Yeah, he looked
though.
bad.
Like
Yeah, he
he
looked
was looking really
bad,
bad.
yeah.
And I feel my heart go out to his brother Nick and them. Like I think the hardest thing is bearing a
I
sibling.
try.
Solomon, stop. Can we stop? Can we stop?
Talib Kweli, Mary J. Blige.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm letting you go talk about
Well,
Aaron
because
Carter.
you're gonna continue with the Kanye stuff. You want everybody to feel about Kanye like you feel about him.
I
We
like
not-
Kanye too, man. I just speaking of that, hold on. Can
Go
I
ahead.
talk
Not
about something?
yet.
Did you see? I'm sure you saw this. The tweet that Kanye.
Him and Shaq.
Yeah,
Yeah, and Shaq had the
did not
chin
Shaq
check him.
slam dunk the shit out of
He
him?
hasn't been in my business, dog.
Yeah.
Shaq said, in the once great Kanye West, and the voice
We'll
of,
see.
if you don't have, if you're not richer than me, I can't listen to you.
Dude, you're not in my business,
And
bro.
after that,
Far, though.
after that, what can you
Wouldn't get
say?
far.
What you mean?
You won't get far.
Wouldn't get far.
You wouldn't get
But
far.
I know
Nobody's
you were
gonna
trying to
get
go. I know you were trying to go.
Nobody can come close to Shaq when it comes to money.
Yes, it is. Some people out there.
Who can come close to Shaq?
I mean,
There's
ain't
some
too many people out there.
that have
Shaq's doing his
Shaq
thing.
has a good portfolio.
He's diversified himself very well.
Yeah, he did.
The
But-
big
Yeah, that-
fight.
and-
Diversify your funds, nigga.
The big D's, especially rings.
Diversify your funds, nigga.
But that's the same thing Nas came up on too. That's why Nas has good money right now. Yeah.
No,
No, the ring,
ring.
the camera.
Okay.
Yeah. But anywho, on that note,
got
did
ringtones?
y'all want to go ahead and jump on into y'all Kyrie?
Now we'll do that in a second. When we
Okay.
get into sports and what have you.
But that was all
Anything
my
else? That's
topics.
all you
Now
got?
I'm
I mean, you
over.
don't
I'm,
wanna- you
I'm
don't-
annoyed because you're gonna keep calling Kanye songs out, and I'm over it. I'm already over it. I'm not with that shit.
I'm with you, Shannon. But
That's
I
what-
go there with him.
That's what happened when you get niggas in Paris.
See, look at that, another Kanye song.
On that note, we gonna go ahead and go into this first
man.
break.
Hey.
At the mall.
We will be back with his, hers, and ours. I am your co-host Shannon Royal Davis Wood.
Solomon Davis.
It doesn't matter. We'll be right back.
That's the one I'm today, Crown Jewel.
Met her at the mall.
Yeah, she got a body like a mammy, but she be stunting like a daddy. Yes, sir. She tells me I can always have it. So come and feed me, I feel famished. She's something of an info. The kitchen on the floor is her favorite. She's a pro. I'm so high, she's my dro. My neighborhood, Kiki Palmer. Maybe we end up like a Carter shot. Checking for her, and she's her for updates. Checking into my place. Exuberance on her face. Drinker on the rocks tray. She's something of an info. The kitchen on the floor is a favorite. She's a pro. I'm so high, she's my troll. My neighborhood, Kiki Palmer. Maybe we end up like a Carter shot. Checking for her, and she's checking for me. I'm checking for her, and she's checking for me. I'm checking for her, and she's checking for me. I'm checking for her, and she's checking for me.
We are back. Segment 2 of episode 56. His, hers, and ours, a real life couple holding real life conversation with real life friends.
Go ahead.
I am your co-host Solomon Davis, along with
Shannon Royal Davis.
joined by Search Sinatra, Reginald Gray, and the Surgeon General.
Yeah, really? Didn't I tell y'all he gave me light skin energy today? I can't with this dude. But anyway,
It's a great beard, the Brand New Jerry Curl.
It is true.
Yeah.
so wait a minute, time out.
It's true.
Yeah, so a lady said that about like men should stop trying to cover their grays. Like
was
they
here.
find that attractive. Yeah.
See, I've been rocking mine for.
Told me.
Yeah,
years.
Solomon ain't put no Beijing
I did that one time. I never left the house. No, I left the house once, and Mike called me out. We were at Wing House, and I got a Beijing, got it dyed. And I died before, but no big deal. I guess I went too far. This was too dark this time.
Oh,
And so,
jet black.
yeah.
It was top China black.
And we
yeah.
took a picture of Wing
It
House,
wasn't natural
and his
black.
wife at the time saw it. And she goes, tell her to take the dye out of his head. Now, all the times I died for years, I would die maybe once every 6 months. And no one said nothing. This time I saw the picture, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, you did too much.
And right then, that was I did
You look
that
like
one time.
Akon.
Now I'll let Solomon. I'll tell him like if he trying to feel like cause somebody done hit him with the Papa shit, you know, like be hitting him with one of the
You the
Papas,
best
like a
dada.
granddaddy. Yeah, some junk like that. He'll try and be like, oh, like he feeling himself a little bit.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and get a little. You cannot do black. You can do a natural brown if you want to, and I'll be glad it'll fade out real quick because he has gray hair. Like I love his beard because when I first was dating him, he have a partial goatee. That thing wouldn't connect right. Like I upgraded him. Okay, I upgraded him because he one time.
Okay, listen.
Look, then one time he
Go back.
shaved it all off. I was like, dude, if you don't look like a pedophile, like I'm gonna need you not to be around here with a naked face.
Go back to Beijing, and if somebody questions you, all you say is this: "If I die, I die."
No, it looked bad. It looked bad. It looked bad.
No.
I said,
I did it. That was when that was.
Yeah.
Girl
You
was
did the
here,
whole
she was
beard?
Like, nah, yeah,
Or just this part?
just here.
Oh, I did the
And then-
whole.
Oh shit! So yeah,
Don't do that.
It was
Yeah.
bad,
told me
bro.
she. I saw.
But
I
ladies
showed her.
like-
See, she'll
but it
tell me.
depends
That's
on
why.
what type
That's
of
why I
lady
like
you
it,
like,
because she'll
but-
tell me the truth. That's why she my 03 Bonnie and Clyde.
I'm not finna
Yeah.
do this with Solomon with this Kanye crap. I'm not. doing
Man, I
that.
knew you was
I'm not
gonna
continue to do this.
But no, the thing
But
is,
that's our song. Don't keep.
but no, but this is
That's
like
our
this is
song.
like
That's our
eight.
jam.
This is like 8-9 years ago. And when I did the Beijing, because I lived across the street from the barbershop, so the dude put in my hand. He goes, man, you can stay here, or let's go home and rinse it off in about an hour. So I walked home, sat there. I thought I'd rinse
You
it off.
start sweating. Did it start dripping?
No,
Oh.
that was the problem. I thought it looked stupid anyway, but when I rinsed it, I was assuming it'll look better after the rinse.
So did you think you wouldn't get by?
Because
I can't. I'm not.
well, get by, no, get by. But I rinsed it off, and it was still jet dark, and it looked stupid as hell. I shaved that sucker off, and after that, I stuck with it. No more dye.
Okay.
This like 8 years ago.
But ladies
I'm
like
not-
that. Whether they, for some reason, Solomon be getting like ladies be sliding in his DMs. Now they be sending. Yeah, he be all out of town taking pictures, acting like he fucking top model.
So the
And, the ladies sliding in his DMs.
So the-
Okay.
So you know those ladies are selfish, right?
Yeah, he be acting like a model.
They selfish.
I'm not finna do this with you. You and Sugar, you finna be, yeah. You finna get Sugar in
I
it.
can't help it. I'm on one. Fuck it, I'm on one.
All right, what's the next topic? What you got, Shannon?
Hey, I had the Jordan. You can't beat him, Jordan.
I'm thinking of songs in my head that would drop perfectly. But I can't.
What you got, Shannon? I'm with you. What's up?
I don't got nothing. I'm done.
She
Okay.
mad. She ain't gonna let me in the house.
Oh man, that's okay.
But I'm going home again.
You going? If y'all don't know, these are all Kanye West songs that we keep saying,
I'm listening. I ain't saying nothing.
and y'all should see the face on Shannon right now. She do not like Kanye. We don't. We ain't rocking with him. But
I just have to buy her a diamond from Sierra Leone.
So you're saying something about Kyrie Irving, Shannon?
Oh Lord.
Okay.
Listen, we all been talking about Kanye for the last couple of weeks, but he has another sidekick that has made the media now unhappy. They want to cancel him.
Yep.
Kyrie Irving with his reference to an anti-Semitic documentary on Amazon. First of all, why would Amazon even publish it?
Amazon didn't hype
Guess
it.
what?
It wasn't.
They
on
didn't
the
hype it, but it's on their platform.
And you
So
can't
you
find it
get
unless you
mad
type it
because
in.
You
You
so
can't
you
find it
saying.
unless you type it in.
right, so you had to go searching for
Yeah,
it.
you can't
It's
find
no
out you type
different
it
than
in.
if you went to back in the day when you had Blockbuster and they had every movie in there. They didn't
type it
advertise
in.
all of them. They didn't have them all sticking on a poster.
All I'm saying is, like right now, Nike's saying that they're going to suspend their relationship with Kyrie. Kyrie has the Kyrie 9 that's supposed to drop on Tuesday. They're not going to release it.
dropping.
It ain't dropping. I mean, my thing is, so they want to put distance between Kyrie and themselves, so they're not going to put his shoe out. If this documentary was so damaging or disparaging, why is there a platform as big as Amazon that's carrying it?
Is there an Amazon shoe on Nike?
Huh?
Nope.
Is there Amazon show on Nike?
Yeah. That's my whole point.
The thing about it is you
I don't
gotta
get
think
your point
about
on that.
No, my point is like Amazon is just a platform. Now, you can talk shit about the platform, but you can't ban the platform. You can't suspend the platform. Kyrie's a player for a league who has Jewish owners. You know,
Yeah.
So because you're my boss, well, I don't know who his owner is. If his owner is Jewish, because the league has Jewish owners, that stops me from having an
So
opinion?
it's just, yep, it does. You know why it finds it offensive? Didn't LA lose because he called them niggers?
Yeah.
Didn't they lose their owner? The Clippers lost their owner because
they
he
did,
called it and said nigger. He could
But hold on.
Wait a minute.
Hold on. That's a totally
He couldn't
different
have-
thing.
but
Because
it may have not been in a negative manner. He
The
just
thing-
said them niggas crazy. But the fact that he said
He
it,
probably was saying that forever.
right?
the thing is
y'all
with
niggas
that,
ain't got nothing going
the
on
league
around there, huh?
makes its money based on the backs of what black players do on the court.
But that's why they ain't out there calling them niggas.
yeah.
They ain't talking about the niggas. They ain't said nothing about niggas.
And you know,
In public.
And I'm right.
yeah,
And
private
any
though.
rules where any phones are
I
allowed.
would love to hear
I'm
what they
sure.
say in private though.
You
Yeah,
just
on private, yeah, but
I would
you
love
can't make me
so
believe
had
Jerry Jones in football ain't calling them niggas. Them
Exactly.
Niggas really think I'm
So you
finna
don't
hate
I
them?
believe Jerry Jones
Right.
said in the
You
meeting.
don't think
Right.
Well,
you
y'all
don't,
niggas
so do you
get
think
out there
if Kyrie
and-
Irving said this
Not
in the
million dollars.
privacy of his own home, if he
Niggas
told his
on it.
crew, "Hey, y'all check out this
It would never
documentary,"
been an issue.
It'll be
Would've
okay.
been no
It
issue.
would have never been an issue.
So
because he's a brand. Kyrie's a brand. They have a Kyrie 8, a 1, 2, 3, 4. They had to get the 9 some kind of way.
Okay.
So he had to be a brand. This ain't the first outrageous thing that Kyrie has said, and they done gave him a pass and be like, oh, okay, yeah. He came out and talked about whatever he wants to, but Kyrie has to understand that this is going to affect your wallet.
You are making my point. Kyrie has said stupid things in the past.
Yeah.
The world is flat.
But
Yeah, but he ain't say, but it's
never
full
had
of,
a
he ain't say it was flat full of
Exactly.
niggas
Exactly.
and Jews.
He already,
Never
He
got
never said
suspended.
that.
he already
But
called
he
the
never
records
said-
with the
He
shot.
discrediting Christopher Columbus.
I'm not saying, all I'm saying.
Never got
We
suspended.
know it only
no, Galileo, they ain't Christopher Columbus.
right.
You know?
But people, a
American
lot of people done
Revolution.
discredited Christopher Columbus. That's why it ain't even really. It's a federal holiday, but it ain't a holiday that everybody get off. It ain't a national holiday we get off. So nobody cares about that.
So
But
let
what
me
I'm
let me put it like
saying is-
this: at your job,
Yeah.
at your job, at your job, and at my job, if I decide I'm not going to show up for work, what's the first thing they're gonna do?
Call you.
Call you first.
See if you
They
come.
call you and you say, "No, I'm not coming." What's the next thing they're gonna
They're
do?
gonna give you a no. They're gonna give you a day off. Oh, he may need a little because we in a mental health.
Mental
He
health.
may need a little mental health. But if you
Okay.
don't report back in 2 days, we need a doctor's note.
Yeah.
That's what they tell you.
Okay.
After that,
And then?
no call,
After
no
that,
show.
no call, no show, and they fire you.
They fired, right?
Yeah.
This dude basically abandoned his team because he decided he didn't want to get vaccinated.
Right.
Did they say, "Oh, we ain't gonna pay"? No, we
No,
gonna
he
make.
didn't get paid.
Did Nike cut?
Did Nike
the
cut ties?
He wasn't getting paid. He had no drop during that time either.
Yes, he did. He had a drop last year. He had to get to the Kyrie 9 somehow,
That's
right?
why they was all on clearance. But I ain't gonna.
But they
gonna
dropped the
tell
shoe,
you.
right?
I guess.
did drop the
That
shoe.
because it's
They did drop the
contractual.
shoe.
They
But
dropped the shoe.
Solomon, who are you insulting and being offensive to by saying I don't want to take the shot?
Nobody.
If he's doing this right now, who is he insulting by saying this is my opinion? I ain't say it was a fact.
No, he didn't even say.
He didn't even say.
He
it
didn't
was
say. He
opinion.
just
He
said
didn't
go
say
check it out.
anything.
When you retweet something, like it or not, people are saying you agree with that shit.
It's my opinion.
Okay.
Yes, but your opinion is offensive to a lot of people.
So guess what? Donald Trump say something offensive to the world.
Okay.
You retweet it. You, Solomon, retweet it.
Okay.
That
You
means
don't
you
think they
agree with
finna
Donald
come
Trump.
for you?
Maybe
He
I
gonna
hold
come
on.
for you.
I might not agree
Uncle
with it.
Tom,
Maybe I put it out
Big
there
Carson
to
ass.
expose what he's doing.
Okay,
That's also true.
But at least they gave
No,
you an
it's true.
opportunity
Put a
to
comment
say,
with-
yeah.
put a comment,
But not
hey,
even that. When
no,
you
no,
Check
comment.
this out is what he
so
said.
time out when
No,
they gave him an
I don't agree with
opportunity
this
to
shit.
speak in
He
public,
didn't
he
apologize.
never apologized, never said anything about it. He was
He
like,
didn't-
"Oh, okay,
he
yeah."
didn't-
From what I heard,
He didn't feel
And
like.
I
he
haven't
offended nobody.
seen the documentary. From what I heard, was a part of the documentary where they say the Holocaust didn't happen.
Oh, you can't say that because that's documented.
Now, I didn't watch.
That's like us.
That's what
that's
I heard.
like us
one of the
saying-
said
forces.
slavery didn't
That's like
happen.
that's like them telling
Huh?
us that.
That's
Same-
like
same
slavery
way
didn't
it
happen.
happened.
So
Yeah.
you can't
And so
say
you
that.
can't say that because I find that offensive. Like people like,
do
oh,
too.
you feel like y'all want to keep throwing up slavery? Yeah,
I
because
do.
it put us behind the 8 ball.
So
and
let
we're
me ask
still
you this.
living in that space.
Let me put this past you then, because I'm going with Serge on this. He wouldn't have gotten suspended had he not said about who he said it. Had Kyrie come out and said himself, I don't think slavery ever happened. You think the NBA would have suspended him?
Yeah.
No,
No, they wouldn't have.
Yeah, they would have.
No, it
You
wouldn't.
know why? Because his teammates would have been like, nigga, is that really what you
His
saying?
teammates
Like,
might have gotten his ass. The
he
league
still
wouldn't have
would've-
suspended him.
I think that we live in a different day
So
and
if that's
age.
the case,
if he would have
if
came
they're
out and
so
said,
strong about what Kyrie is
Can I-
saying,
well, let me
if they're
ask
so
you
strong
this.
about what Kyrie is saying, why won't the
Solomon,
why won't
they
the
get
Brooklyn Nets cut his
Time out, can I
contract and
ask you
just be
this?
done?
Did not Kevin Durant get in trouble for a conversation he had with Michael Rappaport talking about faggots and this and that? And it was a private conversation.
I
he
heard
shared
that.
that text.
Okay, he
got
did.
fined. He got fined.
Did he get suspended?
They didn't suspend him. He got fined and he had to
Why didn't he get
apply for
suspended?
the
Because
cost.
he said nothing
He
about-
got no, because it wasn't a
He said something
faggot as an
about
owner.
Exactly.
He wasn't an owner.
Yeah,
His owner is
the owner-
directly Jewish, so he's offended by that. Come on.
Yep. Kyrie.
Kevin Durant got in trouble, and a lot of them, they were talking on a game and said something, and they
Yeah.
came back to NBA. Oh, we
And,
we finally
and
know
also,
who
I
doing
get
this.
Surge because I get the same. We got a group text, and I get this from Gus, the original Jews and all. I don't give a crap about it. Yeah, when people say Jewish, you know exactly what the hell they talk about.
White
I ain't
people.
going back to Israel's.
They talking
So
about white
stop
people.
all that. And number two,
And he wasn't talking about the Bible.
yeah, and it's considered anti-Semitic if Hitler said it. So if you want, how's that anti-Semitic? If Hitler said the shit, it's anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
Hitler said the Jews are taking all your money, they're taking all your jobs, they run this, they run that. Hitler said all that shit.
So
leading
because
up to
Hitler
it.
said it, it makes it
What I'm
anti-Semitic.
saying is, Jews.
He was known as a dictator.
If it
Like,
was
you're gonna-
true,
No, but the thing is,
if it's true, does it matter who says it?
yes, it does because that led.
No,
but that
it doesn't
led,
matter.
But that led to genocide, dude.
Let
That's
it
the
all-
whole thing.
But
Let
it's
it all-
still facts, though.
no,
Let
it's
it all-
not facts.
let it all
But
be
the thing
said.
is,
Who controls the media? You can look up and see who's the owners of every mainstream media.
you
can look up and
But Hitler
see
was a Jew
who's the
himself.
owners of the
you give me
labels.
all those names of every major one, and there'll be different names behind it. But what my whole point is, based on World War II and the genocide, based on that, anything that Hitler said, older Jewish people learned that, like, look, this is how it started with Hitler. He said the same thing, and it led to this.
Yeah,
this,
but
and
that's a
this.
pretty good defense.
He killed 1 billion people.
I'm saying, but that's a pretty good defense.
All I'm
to
simply
keep
getting
doing
at-
dirt.
all
No,
I'm
Hitler
sim-
said this, so it's
all
gotta
I'm
be
It's the
a
same
lie.
way with black folks when it comes to slavery.
Yeah.
It's the exact same thing.
All I'm simply saying is that we're living in a time in society where it's offensive to do certain stuff. Like you got Eddie Murphy apologizing for stuff he did on Raw. You know what I'm saying? And back then it was acceptable. Now it's not culturally acceptable.
I look at it
Will Smith on the He's DJ on the Rapper album on the live from Union Square. He says all the ugly girls be quiet to make some noise. He goes, all the fellas that got AIDS be quiet. He said, I apologize now because I'm older. That was something messed. Jazzy Jeff said it too. It was messed up. It's just
you're living in a
you get older and you learn certain shit you said. It's just not cool.
Yeah, but it's like I said, if there's facts
I got a question.
behind
Do
some
y'all
stuff,
think as Kyrie gets older down the line, will he change his?
Turn into Kanye?
Will he change his?
No. The thing is, I think he believes every. I don't know.
No, but a lot of it is fact, though.
Okay, let's forget.
I'm talking about from the Israelite standpoint.
Okay.
The original 12 tribes, we are all descendants of that.
But Serge,
we are the originals.
No one cares about the original 12. That's the whole point.
That's the whole point.
That's what Kyrie was talking about.
No, but what the whole thing is, his whole thing is, I can't be anti-Semitic because I'm Jewish. You know what? Candace Owens black.
Yeah.
Is she racist toward black people?
But what I'm saying is what Kyrie was pointing out, that's what he was talking about. Okay. He was saying,
but the part
this is what
I'm saying. Why are you sharing that with America?
Because it was part of.
Who cares about what you felt?
The original 12 Israelites.
Because he want people to know that.
Talk about it.
Same thing with Kanye.
Sharing
same thing with Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon said the same thing. We saw what happened to Nick Cannon.
What, he keep being fruitful and multiplying? Because
I'm talking
taking
about
whatever script out of the Bible he wants to.
They came from Nick Cannon's head.
But sir, you can't be like,
gave them all them
Jews run this, Jews do that, Jews did this, blah, 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 whatever. Because if you want to have a conversation around your people and have an intellectual conversation and debate, that's cool.
That's fine.
But when you come out saying stuff like that where it starts propaganda, right after Kanye said what he said, you got people hanging up signs saying Kanye was right about the Jews and hanging them over freaking them over bridges.
Listen, man, I'm gonna put it to you like this. I'm gonna put it to you like this: when you offend a certain small piece of the demographic that controls a large piece of the power, that's where Kyrie
the problem.
went. Look at it like this: you and I, both football fans, diehard Buck fans. In a private conversation, John Gruden said what he said.
On email.
Yeah, it was email though. Fucked up.
A private conversation.
Fucked up. Email.
Someone he pissed off decided to expose those emails.
It was a private conversation, but it went to a company email. He fucked up.
And then, so now all of a sudden it gets exposed. The Bucks take him out of the Ring of Honor.
Yes.
Does that change the fact that he was the coach that led us to the Super Bowl, which is why they put him there anyway?
It's my goddamn team, and I'm Jewish. Get that fucker out of here.
But does that change what he did?
It don't change shit. People can read about it.
Don't change
the message. Don't change the message
At all.
People can read about it. His pictures.
That's the thing. Is like when you control
in the books and shit.
When you control the narrative, you can label stuff however you want and get people upset.
So you saying there wasn't a Holocaust?
You realize that
I didn't say that. Okay. There's nothing.
You realize in one Buck place there was like close to 5-10 pictures of John Gruden all throughout that place. There's not one.
I'm talking about like internet.
It ain't a sign.
The fucking statue was changed.
Yeah,
okay, I'm sorry. You heard about it.
I ain't hurt, but I'm just saying. That does not, whatever he said in those emails does not change the
professional email, dude.
And not only that, I think y'all keep losing the message in this, that when you become a certain status, you can't get away with the stuff we're saying right now on this podcast. You're not going to be able to get away with that in a larger scale. In the grand scheme of things, I might have to go back later and say, oh, I apologize for saying faggot when I was talking about the story between Kevin Durant. But you have to own that.
So with that being said, that statement that you just made, the conversation Serge and I had a while ago where he was saying how LeBron's more than an athlete, but Mike wouldn't speak out on social issues. Are you saying that's the reason why Mike couldn't? Because he was at this level and he went about alienating anybody?
And that may be a reason.
Okay.
That may be a reason. Because let me tell you why. Because back then, Mike wasn't making the kind of money LeBron I'm making. So he had to be strategic in business about what he says. You had to do
proportionately to the times.
Right, but I'm just saying, even at the time, his regular contract ain't what LeBron them got. So he can't. The thing about it is that the bottom line is, when you get to a certain status and you understand you have to read the room, you got to read the room. And clearly, this nigga walking in rooms like he fucking, I can't even use.
He didn't read the room.
Right, he ain't reading the room. He must be acting like Stevie Wonder.
That's how I'm
can't
trying.
read the room.
Hey, that's how I'm trying to live.
So-
if I
so-
believe in something, I'm gonna tell
standing by
everybody
it.
about
And
it.
understand that it's
And if
going to
you don't
impact your
like it,
pockets.
It's easy to
And
say
that's
that now.
okay. Understand it's
Until
going to
that
affect
money
your
gets
pockets.
affected.
your feelings.
So that money-
Understand your
So,
bottom line is
I mean,
impacted.
we all
and
watched
if you're
The
okay
Last
with
Dance.
that, then be that.
We all watched The Last Dance.
Yeah.
So in that segment where he's like, he didn't support whoever the dude was running for Senate in North Carolina. That
But
his
he
mom-
still donated money.
He donated
to
money,
yeah.
but he didn't go out and publicly
Verbally and
endorse him.
public- right.
If he would have publicly endorsed him, do you think Nike would have said, "Oh, we're cutting our ties with Jordan"?
Nike was too
No,
young then.
you know why?
But now in this day and age,
They probably
2022, they'll be like, oh, so you supporting this type of stuff? If he came out and was like, oh yeah, I support everything Donald Trump said, you don't think Nike gonna try and pull back their reins a little bit? Like, okay, we gonna roll these rollouts gonna be a little less frequent. You don't think that the stuff that people, when they feel
Nike
like
don't like
there's
Donald
something
Trump?
that's controversial and you
Or just
don't want to,
the stuff he
it's the
says.
stuff he says. When I feel like when there's
kinda like
controversy surrounded
Yeah,
with what people say, you're
I think
gonna
he's
back up the
entertaining.
money.
But you can also look at it
He
who's calling it
entertaining,
controversial.
Yeah, he say some jacked up stuff. But
That's how I look at
The
it.
media.
And the other,
I just
Exactly.
think I think for me, Kyrie doesn't read the room a lot of times, and he doesn't realize. I think he doesn't realize how big his platform is and how it impacts.
I think he does realize it, and he doesn't.
And he uses it for what he
uses
thinks is
it
his
what
what's
he
good.
wants to make it.
one more.
Okay, well, thank
one
you,
more
thank
thought,
you
too.
for your donation to the Jewish Book of Banks and everything else, and also your 5-game suspension. That's right now.
Did any of his teammates or any other NBA player get in his ass?
Kevin Durant just basically nobody in support it.
But did anybody
Nobody
come out and say
supported
anything
it.
against him?
Do anybody say
No,
anything?
Not in public. Not in public.
Yeah, LeBron
Did
did.
anybody say anything?
Did he?
Yeah,
LeBron
LeBron did.
LeBron was forced
LeBron
to.
said something against him.
LeBron is forced to.
You could see
Let's
that.
keep it apart.
But the whole point is, not in public they didn't. Now behind the scenes, yo, I got you back. I can't see.
Yeah,
it.
but in public, that's why Kyrie
LeBron
What I'm
came
saying,
out.
at least
anybody
said
come and tear
apology.
his ass up.
Yeah,
And no one came out
LeBron.
supporting him.
Nobody supported him.
I don't know.
Okay, but
I ain't seen nobody saying, yeah,
Hold on.
I stand by everything
But-
Kyrie
but
said.
one
Nobody
thing- one
said
thing I
that.
gotta
Nobody's
say
gonna
is-
stand by 100%.
I gotta
of what
say
it
this.
was
I'm
in
just
the
going by comments I see on social media, and you doing it right now. Well, you're not that bad because you got some facts behind what you're saying. Is it's still some of this bullshit.
Facts
He's
are
still
bullshit, huh?
bullshit.
No, my whole thing is all
Buck
this
next
all of a
to
sudden is
A1
like
is wearing
you
off
see
on
how
you.
they do us. You see, dude.
But it's facts though.
But the people saying this shit don't have a corporate fucking damn job.
Right.
That's what gets me so
It doesn't
irritated. So
impact
Do you
Anyway.
agree? Do you agree that 5% of the population control 95% of the wealth?
I'll say 3%.
Probably
Okay.
less than that.
Yeah.
So with that being said,
That ain't got shit to do with Kyrie.
yes it does. Yes it does. It has everything to do with
No.
no.
Because
Who do you think those 3% are?
wait, watch this. I'm Kyrie. 3% of the population control the rest of the world. Send. No trouble. You don't get in trouble for that.
You got to
Because
identify
you have to have
the
some. Where are you getting your statement from?
No,
You got to have something to support your
But
statement.
you make my point. You won't get in trouble for saying that. You start throwing in, well, Jew this, Jew that, well, Jew this. The Holocaust didn't happen. Jew this. Well, do you agree with
Now
those
you
statements
really
that you
going.
retweeted? Whatever?
Yeah,
No,
now you
now,
going.
and if I'm your homeboy, before you hit that send button, like, whoa, no.
But he don't got no homeboy.
No, I'm saying, for example, if that's one of my peoples,
Yeah.
and if that's you, Mr. I don't give a damn, and you too, I stop you real quick. I'm like, no, don't. I don't give a damn. I speak my mind. No,
Exactly. I would.
Don't.
I don't.
But the
care.
thing about it is
But you
that
ain't got
you
nothing
have
to
to
lose right
become-
now.
Right.
Huh?
When you have something to lose,
he's right.
you think
Not
a
right
little
now.
bit different.
Not right now, though.
Yes.
I look at it
When you
like
got more to lose, you
at
got
the
more
end of the
to do.
day,
or Serge.
all this stuff don't matter anyway.
No, okay, I'll say it this
Did
way.
that comment? How did that comment change his life?
It changed the physical life
Okay,
as far as
right.
money, but
So at the
let's-
end
you
of the
can't take
day-
money with you.
You
Hey,
can't,
he
but you're
losing-
trying to set up financial wealth
he
for your
losing-
children, right?
So on one hand,
losing
on one hand, hold on.
Crazy.
They taking $1 million from this man.
On one hand,
Nuts.
y'all are saying this dude for speaking his mind and believing what he believes.
He didn't say anything.
Hold on. For speaking his mind and believing in what he believes, he's wrong. But somebody whom we label as the greatest athlete of all
So, wait,
time,
I'm confused.
because of his social
Kanye-
views.
He's
I'm
No,
confused.
Muhammad Ali.
It all
But I'm
yeah.
confused.
Ali
So
said,
Kanye-
"Ain't no Viet Cong did nothing to me, so I ain't going into
Wait. And he went to
He
jail.
went to jail. Yeah.
Exactly.
But
Okay.
I'm confused.
But should he have not said anything?
But
So
then he
Kanye-
went to, that's the whole thing is he said it and knowing what's going to happen. He went to jail and he could have won the title more and more again. He missed the prime years of his career. He paid for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
And how do you guys look at
paid
him
for
now?
As the great.
As the
As a
greatest.
boxer, as
Okay,
a greatest
so
boxer.
So if
why-
Kyrie comes back and they penalize him, or somebody says
Kyrie is the greatest of what?
another one, Colin Kaepernick.
Kyrie is a
Colin
no-show.
Kaepernick, exactly.
No, and again, I'm cool with Colin, but he didn't actually do anything that affected the game. He took a knee and didn't break any laws of the team. Now in the NBA, I think
Can
you
I
have.
ask
What are you talking about?
Wait, hold on. In the NBA, I could be wrong. You have to stand for the pledge, right, or whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
NFL didn't have a rule. It didn't. If they did, I'd be talking shit.
Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf.
The NFL does not have a rule where you have to stand.
He didn't. Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. He didn't stamp with the national anthem.
He
What
did
happened?
eventually have to
But
because
what happened to
he
him?
got suspended.
He got blackballed.
They blackballed him and got out the league.
Yes, but because the NBA had a rule. That's my whole point. The NFL didn't.
Can I ask y'all
So
something?
if he said,
Can I
so
ask
if
you?
Kaepernick comes back and says back
ask
then,
this. What is
hey,
it?
if I'll stamp with the national anthem, you think a team would have signed him?
Solomon,
too late now. He
I got a
No, I'm
question.
saying back then,
He
4 or
already
5 years
offended
ago.
them. He
Yeah, I believe
offended
so.
them.
I
He
believe so.
offended
They
them.
would have said.
Solomon, can I ask you? So Kyrie is Jewish and a Muslim?
I mean,
Like
is
I'm
it-
thinking, I don't know.
Is it possible that he can't be?
I'm just
This is
asking,
this
like,
is
how
the
did
whole
that
point.
flow?
That
Like,
no, that's a
I'm
good
for
question.
real. I'm
That's a
not
good
being
question.
funny. I'm
breaking it
serious.
down to you right
yeah,
now.
please.
Your bloodline, all of our bloodlines goes back to the
Okay,
original
I
12
get
tribes.
it. I get it.
That's what he's saying.
So,
That's what the
when
documentary's
we leave
about.
the 12 tribes, we just become whatever the hell we want to, right?
No, your bloodline is always
I
going to be your
understand.
The
bloodline
same,
no matter
regardless.
what. You
Okay.
can
You could
still
be Jew.
you're by bloodline a Jew. But
Okay.
you could, if you want to be a Muslim by your religion, you go ahead, do
How
that.
does we-
But your bloodline is a direct
I
descendant
don't
of the
know.
12 tribes.
Doesn't life?
That's in the Bible.
Life began in Africa, right?
It's, yeah.
So we're all
But
descendants
why we
of Africans, right?
Africans. So we African Jews?
We no.
All right,
Like, I'm confused.
so you're African.
I want to know.
No, not African.
But we're descendants of
descendants
Africa.
of Africa.
There's 12 separate tribes.
That came from where?
The Israel, from Israel.
Yeah, Africa.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're all African.
Yeah, we're all
Okay.
All right, so you're African.
Everybody on the planet is
But they don't
some
want to
sort of
claim African. Don't do that. They're not gonna claim African. You ain't no descendants of it, because even though they describe Jesus in the Bible as skin of bronze, clay,
black man.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
half wool.
I
Like
mean,
you.
so
I don't
if we're
know.
gonna take it to the
Just trying to
Bible, what
figure
was
out that.
what was a defining characteristic of being Jewish?
Uncircumcision.
Exactly.
So I'm
Oh,
circumcised.
yeah, I don't know about. Look, they can't reside at my playground.
But see,
Over here with the
but listen.
uncircumcised, the Jews can keep that one.
No, Jews was
Okay,
uncircumcised.
y'all can have that.
That's in the Bible.
And they
But
still like they. That's they
there's
still.
a lot
That's
of them
their,
still
that's
like
their
that. Me,
religion.
man, got.
Yeah, nah, I'm good on that
But
one.
aren't we all born uncircumcised?
Absolutely.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah,
but-
we born in sin,
Just
shaped
checking.
in
But
yeah.
but here's the thing. What I wanted to
I'm
say
not going there with you.
to kind of put a nail in this coffin. Freedom of speech ain't really
Freedom.
freedom of speech no more. We don't have that right no
I
more.
don't know what freedom of speech is. People keep saying
That right is over.
What's
No,
freedom
the
of
truth
speech?
is it's over.
Hold on, I want to hear what he says. What is
Freedom of speech is if I got my own independent company, I got Solomon Inc. And someone comes in and says something you don't like, it's your private company. You can tell that mother, you get fired, you can't say that my company. You can do that. Freedom of speech is when the government, like for example, DeSantis, when he penalized Walt Disney because they were pro-trans or whatever. That's the government coming down on your freedom of speech. And the government can't do that. That's what freedom of speech is, not an independent company. You're a private owner.
So the
You can
government
do
is
that.
trying to use rap lyrics. That's freedom of speech.
Yeah.
They're trying to use rap
Is it,
lyrics.
is it the
to-
government or individual trial
It's
case?
they're using it in federal cases. So clearly that's a federal
Okay,
government.
and then-
It's not the government of Shannon. It's the federal government.
But what I'm saying is-
but it's not preventing them from saying it. They're saying you said
No
this, we're
one-
going to use this.
No one
But
has
that's
that right. What I'm saying is that right that they say that we have. in
You
the
can say whatever you
Constitution-
want, but it
in
comes
the
with consequences.
Constitution,
Why
it
is
is
there consequences?
not in the Constitution.
Read the Constitution. It's the
we don't
federal
have
government.
that right no more.
The
I
federal
can't
government.
come on here and say this bitch this and this
Yeah,
bitch
you can.
that.
It comes with consequences. Yes, you
Yeah,
can.
but I'm supposed to have the freedom of speech to say that.
You do
It
have
shouldn't
freedom of
be no
speech.
goddamn consequences if I got freedom of speech.
If you call me a Negro, I'm trying to say that shit.
A nigger.
If you're white and call
I
me a
might not call
nigger,
you.
yeah,
Yeah.
am I supposed to sit
Nigger.
back like, oh, there's no consequences?
No. It's
There's going to be consequences.
John, that's where you go to jail because you can't touch them.
You know,
What's
that's
freedom of
if it-
speech?
Touch 'em and
Yeah,
speak.
you got the right to say that.
There
but I'm
is
saying-
freedom of speech, but where Rob is going with this, he could get on that mic right now and say,
Right here.
that bitch this bitch that, what have you. And everything be perfectly
He
perfectly fine.
anti-Semitic about
The
women.
second time he says, the next time he says, oh, Jew this, Jew that, Jew, and this gets on the right platform,
It's
Somebody
going-
coming looking
Nah,
for
it's
him.
a problem.
But either way, there are going to be repercussions either way.
And guess what?
It may not be the
I
same
work-
repercussions. Maybe you
No.
disagree with that.
I'll give you-
But there will be repercussions
If,
either way.
if there's freedom of
I agree
speech,
with
especially
that.
on the airwaves, why is there an FDA that's going
FCC
that's going to monitor everything that goes out?
FDA.
Because the FCC monitors because all this stuff goes on the paid airwaves. Now on shit like what platform were you on?
Spreaker,
Let's bring the other one.
Twitch.
iHeartRadio, Twitch.
On Twitch.
Oh.
On Twitch, we can do what the hell we want.
Yeah.
The minute we get on the mainstream airlines,
Yeah.
airwaves, we gotta watch what we say
Why?
based on rules.
Regulations.
Right.
It's regulations
So they're
to it.
monitoring what we say.
Yeah.
That's not the.
So what?
my
so
God.
so what I'm saying is we really.
You feel
don't
like you
have-
talking to dummies, right?
We really
No,
don't
what I'm
have
saying on this,
freedom of speech.
so you're saying on Twitch, it's perfectly fine, correct?
You can say whatever you want to say.
Okay, so I
Wait,
said
free. You can say whatever you want on Twitch.
Depending on who's
if the wrong
watching.
word-
depending on who's watching.
Yeah, but the thing is, if the person is hearing it is offended, they have a right, freedom of speech or not, to be offended.
Supposedly, I'm supposed to do the same thing on Facebook, right?
But I
But
think
the
it-
second I post something on Facebook that Mark Zuckerberg don't agree with, what happens?
You going to jail?
You go to Facebook jail.
You go to Facebook jail.
He
Stop,
does.
stop hitting that. You gonna hang? You can still hear it.
What I tell
But
you,
I got freedom, right?
no, what I tell you 5 minutes ago, private company, private owner.
It's a private.
So basically, I can say anything I want.
No, Facebook ain't a private
With
company no more. They
consequences.
public.
Elon, but you still, it's not.
Yeah, Elon proved that the other day. He bought Twitter
Elon
and
Musk
banned
gets
OC.
on there.
And fired
He
people.
clears
He
house.
fired
Now,
clearing
the day he clears house, nigga this, nigga that, Nazi this, Nazi that.
yeah.
Oh, that was freedom of speech on that sucker.
All day.
All that's just going
All
on.
day.
But the thing is, a lot of misinformation is going up there also. That's why they had their regulations like, hey, dude, you can't post this up here. Hey, you can't, that's wrong. You can't do this. As long as the government not saying, like, for example, again, back to DeSantis. That's why I can't stand his ass. He's banning books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's freedom of speech. That's the government saying you can't have that book in your school.
It's his government.
You
It's-
can't have this
yeah.
and you
I
can't
know,
have
he
that.
did that same shit with the Book of Solomon.
Because he don't want people to know the truth. He tried to ban your book.
He did that shit with the Book of Solomon.
And that's perfect microcosm of exactly what's happening.
What's that?
DeSantis don't want you to know the truth,
Yeah.
so he's going to
He banned the
silence
books.
you and make sure that what you're saying don't get out there.
Kyrie isn't technically silenced because once he put that out there on Twitter,
he can say what he wants to say. It's gonna come
But
out.
they hit him up. They hit him up big time.
But that's what I'm saying. You have to
I can tell
separate
you right
yourself
now,
from
as
being.
a
Because they're
rule,
doing
I
that
But you got to
feel-
separate yourself
to
from being.
try
I'm
to
glad
silence
he
him.
did it.
But the thing about it is, you got to separate yourself from being
Israelite?
understanding that in my
You're Israelite?
personal life I can
I'm
do
just
this.
saying, as
In
a
my
person-
brand life,
It's funny.
because you're a
I was
business.
Yeah.
You
I
can't
feel-
do
I
certain
was at
stuff, and
Riverwalk
that's just
last
my,
week.
that's my
I walked
only
by
thing with them.
on Halloween
I don't
night.
care what he tells his
Bunch of Israelites
homeboys
up
and
there
everybody
talking.
else.
And I'm like,
But when you
brother,
start
y'all picked the wrong
offending
name.
the
It was like, it was for the
masses
kids, and I'm
over
like,
stuff,
yeah,
like,
so
yo,
I'm
just
like,
be able
like,
to say,
like,
okay,
speaking of-
it wasn't my, it
I look
wasn't
at
my
like
thing
people
is
get
that-
offended over everything, so I'll say what I want.
But it's my thing is, but even when they get offended and you find out they're offended, just say it wasn't my intentions to offend anybody. I was just simply asking,
That's simple.
you know, like I found something interesting and I was
Him
trying to
adding
share
that-
it.
him adding that
it
little
was
part
that
right
right
there-
there would have cleared everything up because that's all people were wanting to say is that, hey, I'm not. It was never my intention to offend anyone.
But he should have did that. at the
However,
beginning.
he should have. You know, when it first came out, it's simple as saying, "Hey, it was never my intent to offend anybody. I just stumbled across something I thought was interesting and wanted to share it."
No, but he said,
It was.
hey,
he
but
doubled down.
once you learn the truth, like I know the truth, then y'all
See,
figure it out and won't be asking
and
me no
that's when you
questions.
double down.
But I know the truth. You don't know the truth.
But
the
it's
thing
not
is,
trying. But my thing was, if you really weren't trying to offend anybody, what was it going to
So
kill?
look
you?
at it like this. When did he first put it out there? Like last Sunday, last Monday?
It picked up traction immediately.
Immediately it picked up traction.
Oh, I was in the
Why didn't he
same.
get suspended until Thursday?
Because it was
Because
pressure.
the fallout.
Because they put that pressure on him.
It was.
Fallout was going.
It was a
going,
fallout.
getting pressure.
It was a fallout, but I still think because you
So
know
there's
why?
nothing wrong
Because
with what he did,
no,
but
no,
other
no.
people start
But
feeling
you
the
know why
pressure.
he felt pressure because of the simple fact that you never owned the fact that like, hey, I wasn't trying to offend nobody. I just was sharing my truth. Like he just wanted to stick with. I was sharing the truth. He believes that's his truth. That's okay. I'm not mad at that. But in the same token, be able to say, hey, I wasn't trying to offend anybody. That was not directed to any particular group of
Well, he
people.
did
It wasn't
eventually.
that in that way.
After.
But it was the reason why the suspension came was they tried to say, hey, Kyrie, go ahead and apologize. Nah, he didn't want to do that. We're going to give you going to donate to the fund and match what we match. That ain't work. So now it's like he still was like kind of like giving them
He
this
gonna
ass to
donate
kiss.
anyway.
So now that Jewish man was like, hey,
But all I'm trying,
gonna
what
get
I'm
it
trying to
from
get
you.
you, even
gonna donate
hold on,
anyway.
hold on, even inside our own house,
yeah.
if there are situations that we don't agree on,
Yeah.
and you wholeheartedly believe something, it's gonna be very hard for you to come back to me and say, you know what, Solomon, I was wrong.
I don't, but
Because you
what's the
believe
first
in it.
thing? But what's the first thing I say? It's okay
It's
for
okay
us
for
to
us to
disagree.
disagree.
And that's it. And
But you ain't gonna say you were wrong.
So it's
'Cause
not
you was
okay
wrong.
for people to disagree. It's not okay to disagree with a certain amount of people.
My thing is it's the demographic that you're impacting. So like
that's
if
the
it
problem.
was, so this is my thing. If something was
your
going
message
on,
here is don't fuck with your employer.
so listen, no, who write your checks? Solomon, you better shut up, because if you start talking to Henry like that, we gonna have a problem. But anywho, I just want you to know, you ain't got freedom.
All right.
You ain't got no freedom over there.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
all
yeah.
I'm simply saying
Classic
is,
line
if
by
me and
Ice-T.
Solomon are having, it's no different. Let
song
me
called
tell you
Freedom
this.
of
I'll
Speech.
say this. In our
watch
household,
what you say.
when we disagree, if it offends our baby, what's the first thing we say? We sorry. We weren't trying to. No, we were just talking. We apologize
No,
immediately.
Solomon gonna double down. I mean, I don't care
Solomon
about
ain't
you.
doubling down. He knows that once my baby be like, oh no, don't do that. Why are you pointing? Why are you such and such? He immediately, whatever that argument was, it shuts off because it offended her. And he immediately says, hey, we're sorry. We weren't trying to. No, we weren't arguing about
Now
that,
Solomon
baby.
says,
It's
I'm speaking
all
my truth. You
good.
better get over it.
He ain't speaking his truth. He ain't got to say nothing else. He apologized to the person that was offended. So that's all I'm simply saying. If Kyrie could have just taken a moment and said, hey, I'm apologizing to the people that was offended, that'd be it.
Solomon got a press conference at the house.
Yeah, you gotta have a
And
press
he
conference.
right in front of the ring like,
Hey, you be like, I, Solomon Davis here. I just want to apologize for offending
look, it don't look. He
Royal
don't do
Davis.
none of that.
Every now and then, me and my wife we get into a couple tips.
Me and Solomon be talking about
you
stuff,
know.
and I could be doing like this, and
Yeah,
she
y'all
like,
doing
but
too
why?
much.
No, Daddy, no,
It's too much hand movement.
Right, the hands. She's like, but
It's-
you was moving your hands, and I say, baby, I'm
Illegal
sorry.
proce-
I was just talking with my hands out.
Illegal
We're not
procedure.
mad. We're not mad, but you see how that is.
Too much hand
He can
movement.
say a conversation, but I won't say I'm sorry. But the minute he offended somebody else, he's apologizing, right? So that's the only thing I'm saying Kyrie should have done. Just apologize to the people he offended and keep it moving.
That's all we saying.
But if that's the case, anything you
See, look, but
no,
that was the end of the conversation.
Hold on, listen.
I know where you
because what you're saying is, anytime I offend somebody, I need to apologize. That means every time I say something, regardless of what it is, I need to apologize because I'm going to offend somebody with everything
My
I
thing
say.
is, okay, so what is it hurting you to say I wasn't trying to offend you?
They don't say, they don't apologize.
Unless we were trying to offend.
Yeah.
So hold on.
I don't have a
so
problem
like this,
saying that.
I could get on this air right now and say, "Man, Shanna's the most beautiful woman I've ever been with."
It is the
And
truth.
It might be the truth.
But you gotta apologize.
Hold on,
to
I gotta
everybody you
apologize to
dated.
my ex-wife. She like,
That
oh
bitch
shit.
angry.
Don't stop.
Look, that bitch angry.
You gotta apologize.
Wait.
You offended me by
Solomon, you are officially pulling a Michael Dove right now.
Look, time out.
I'm just saying.
You are stretching this to some like weird.
Look,
Like,
Reggie, and I'm gonna be amen. That bitch is ugly. Whatever.
it's like,
All I'm gonna say is I've never been locked up before, but in the Miranda rights, anything you say
Yeah,
can and will be used against you.
Solomon,
Just point
yeah, I
blank.
agree with Reggie. You're stretching this to the.
That's not stretch. You said I need to apologize to anybody who's offended. Somebody's gonna be offended by everything
So my
you
thing
say.
is, if she bold enough to walk up to you and say, "Oh, so your wife, yeah, and I did, and he meant it," because
But it's her feelings. I can't control her feelings.
How
I
your
can't control
feelings
her
hurt?
being offended.
if you said your ex-wife, you know what, man, she was ugly as hell.
I didn't say that. I said Shanna was the most beautiful.
Exactly. That's my whole point.
You
making
didn't
my
say
point
she
for me.
was ugly.
Said that as offensive.
You weren't saying nothing about her. You're talking about her.
I can't help how
Exactly.
You're
You just proved the point.
No, I'm not making a
It's not
point.
what I said. It's how she took it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The Kyrie
So
Irving.
what's the
point? No. You're doing. I see what you're doing.
Yeah, this turned
The
into
Kyrie
just
Irving
Negro
retweet
argument.
something that was talking about Jewish people.
No.
No, he talked about a documentary.
About Jewish people.
He
No.
said it. The documentary said it.
He retweeted, which means he agrees with it. So
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it.
Just because you retweet something don't mean you agree with it.
So
So
somebody.
when you thumbs up
I
stuff, you
retweet
don't
shit
like
that
it.
people say that's
I got a
stupid.
question.
So we retweeted.
So when people be on your post and they like it, that mean they don't agree with it. They just like it.
No,
I'm
I'm trying to
asking.
get people to look
What
at it.
happened?
When you post
Remember
something
when
on
that
Facebook
James
and
Bond
Instagram
one
and you hit that heart or the
about
thumbs
why
up,
everybody
are you
believes
agreeing?
James
Oh, okay, so that's the same thing.
Sharing something is not the same.
No,
He didn't share. He
Sharing
liked it.
something is not the same as liking
Like,
something.
thank you. Sharing something is not saying you agree with it.
So wait. So
So when they asked him
You know
why
how
he-
much shit I share to Trump?
So wait. So if I type in all bold letters when I'm typing you an email, is that considered yelling?
Don't do that.
Yeah,
I'm taking
wasn't
it
gonna
as.
put this back in.
But who
It is,
made
huh?
that? Who
Says who?
made that? Who made that rule?
that's just how an unwritten law.
Really?
In the retweet world, in the retweet world, you're agreeing with it. The same
I'm not
way
a
it's
Twitter.
always-
No,
It's the
no.
same. Yeah, it's always been that way, dude.
Yeah.
It's always been that
Yeah,
way.
it's Solomon,
Yeah,
you
if I
know that.
retweet something, yeah. it
I'm not
mean
a
you
Twitter
like it.
person, so
That
I
mean
don't
you
know.
like it.
Yeah.
And
Well,
you agree with
anywho,
it and
So
we
what
don't-
about sharing something?
I'm
If
tired.
you share something, it's still the same thing that you.
How though? I shared the video of Trump saying all Mexicans are criminals.
So you shared with
Does that
me.
mean I agree with
Hold
it?
on, you shared with me that cross picture of Jeffrey Dahmer and Kanye.
It was funny.
So you agree with that? Oh, Kanye's or Jeffrey Dahmer?
Look, his mindset
kinda
kind of
dumb. His
Jeffrey
mindset
Dahmer.
is stretching
His
it.
mindset
Making
kind
a
of.
point. He's making a point.
Solomon, it wasn't that. The post
You
was.
shared it.
Listen.
You shared
You
it.
agree with it?
You agree with
No, it had a picture. It showed Jeffrey Dahmer looking stupid and Kanye. So I agreed that he did look stupid. I agreed that he looked stupid. I agreed with it. The picture was Jeffrey Dahmer in court like this, and it was a picture of Kanye like this. So they both look stupid to me. It was funny. But I don't agree. Let me tell you what I did not agree, and I had to come back and back this up. Like, I was like, wow. The sale of that Jeffrey Dahmer costume and how people were buying it up. I didn't agree with that.
Did you share it?
Did you share it?
No, I didn't share that costume.
You shared the post?
No, I didn't.
With the costume?
I didn't because I found my thing was
She found
this
it
man
offensive.
glory. Although it was a good documentary,
Did anybody
ain't no way
apologize?
to. Yeah, Netflix
That was a good
did
series.
too.
Nobody ever
Netflix
apologized to
came back
you?
and said they did reach out to them families.
And the
And the
families
families
ain't
never responded. So Netflix did do their due diligence. Said we wrote down. He said I can show you proof that we mailed letters out and emailed and reached out to those families and nobody
and not
responded.
one person responded.
But the family said they never got
Look how
anything.
how long
They don't
ago
wanna
that
open them
was. They
wounds.
may not want to, and that's why I was kind of offended by the Jeffrey Dahmer costume thing. So
I don't know.
Hey,
anyway.
listen, if I can't say that I wouldn't have, if I was a costume maker, that I wouldn't have tried to recreate that and get that bread, because at the end of the day, that was
it's
the most,
trending.
that was the most trending thing, and I would have
I
made
agree.
a costume for it.
But I wouldn't. You can't go to no party with me dressed as Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm gonna hit you in your eye. But anywho, all right. On that note, we're gonna wrap up this segment and we'll go into sports. That
was fun.
Yeah, yeah, cause y'all yelling and screaming.
Shout out to Kyrie Irving.
Skip.
On that note, I am your co-host Shannon Royal Davis with
Somebody who's gonna get fired for sharing his opinion.
yeah, you get fired, but
that dude there. We'll be right back.
Hey,
His,
we
hers,
got to
and
take you to
ours.
Sugar U.
SC. Tell me what route you wanna go. Do you wanna stay in this place or move on? Go. Cause I'm ready when you are for sure. Now, I won't stop your pace and tempo, just let me know. Take me there, I'll follow wherever you go. Follow, I'll follow. Take me there, I'll follow wherever you go. Follow, I'll follow where you go. Your signal when to go. Green light flashing in my mind when you say yes. Oh, waiting for this day to come now. And it's here right in my face. So tell me when. I'll fly. I will take flight into the sky. I'll be your passenger. Enjoy the ride into the night. Whatever it may take, I'm willing to make every move and step with you. I am right here, ready, so let's go. Take me there, I'll follow wherever you go. Follow, I'll follow. Take me there, I'll follow wherever you go. Follow, I'll follow where you go. You're on a mission, I'm on a mission. We're on a mission, let's go. You're on a mission, I'm on a mission. We're on a mission, I'll follow. I'll follow, yeah, yeah. I'll follow you, let's go. I'll follow you. Go follow, I'll follow. Take me there, I'll follow take me there. I'll follow wherever you go. I'll follow where you go. Gotta get over you. I need a higher place to go. There's no lower place I know. Seem like I've done before I let go. Gotta get over you and get my heart up off this shelf. Reserve my love for someone else. A perfect person, be myself. You messed up my life. Where's the love? Where's the love? Some attention, affection. I just don't get it, baby. Oh, you. Where's the love? Where's the love? I said I need some affection, attention. I just don't get it, baby. All the lying and cheating, the trauma you bring in the city, just a waste. The city, just a waste of time. Play games, all the tears and the shame. I gotta get you out my life. Gotta get you sticking around. No more being the clown. It really just ain't meant to. Really just ain't meant to. Saying goodbye, moving on with my life. I gotta do what's best for me. Gotta get over you and get your name up out my mouth. You be all I be talking about. Act like I just can't do without you. Gotta get over you. Replace the fantasies with real. Get more in touch with how I feel. And truly I'll be feeling you messed up my life. Where's the love? Where's the love? Attention. Where's the affection? I just don't get it, baby. Oh, you. Where's the love? Where's the love? I said I need some affection. Oh, I just don't get it, baby. All the lying and cheating, the trauma you bring in the city, just a waste. I said it's silly, just a waste of time. Play games, all the tears and the shame. I gotta get you out my life. I gotta get you out my life. Yeah. Really just ain't meant to. Really just ain't meant to be. Goodbye, moving on with my life. I gotta do what's best for me. Oh, the time has come to get back to the things in life that truly mean the most to me. Friends and family. Oh, gotta start loving me. I can't be wrong, so I'll be moving. Gotta get over you. Oh, I gotta do what's best. Gotta do what's best for me. Gotta do what's best for me. Where's the love? Oh, gotta do what's best for me. You're lying and cheating. It's a waste of time. Constantly playing games, all the tears and the shame. Gotta get you out my life. Gotta get you out my life. Really just ain't meant to be. Gotta do what's best. Gotta do what's best. Gotta do what's best for me. Some attention, some affection.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, we had that with Janet Jackson going on.
We're back for the final segment of this week's episode of His, Hers, and Ours, a real-life couple holding real-life conversation with real-life friends. I'm here, Solomon Davis, joined by two cats in the background who can't sing.
And his lovely co-host Shannon Royal Davis.
I'm offended by that statement.
Oh, find offense. Find offense.
I need an apology.
Find offense. You know you want me to apologize?
Yeah.
Hold these.
Yeah.
Hold these.
Nah, we're in the final segment. We've had a good show today. Cast of characters doing their thing. talking.
You know what? I'll be honest. I really enjoyed that last debate. Aside from y'all with the whole fucking Kanye song thing.
What?
But other than that,
Wait till I get my money
really
right.
had a great. You gonna be broke because you gonna sit
I'm gonna
on your
send the wrong
opinion.
people. I ain't
Right,
gonna
you
get
gonna
no
sit on
money.
your opinion.
Wait till you get your money right.
Yeah, but no, this was good. This was a good workout, Kanye.
Good workout plan.
Workout plan. This was good.
You said, hey, you
Yeah.
lobbed that.
I know.
You lobbed it
I
up.
did. I
Oh, you did it on
I
purpose.
did that on purpose.
Okay.
I did that
See,
on
I was
purpose.
holding it back. I wasn't gonna say nothing,
Yeah.
but we was talking about the Jews and what have you. I was gonna say, but you know, Jesus walked.
Yeah, Jesus walked. He did.
All right, so let's jump on in this.
Uh-oh. This is what we waiting
This is where it all falls down.
Yeah. It does. It does because I am playing through the fire, okay? I am through the fire. I'm already in here, okay? I'm already in there.
So
Oh boy,
I was looking at the pics from last week.
I did terrible. I bet.
Yes, you did.
First thing I saw was flashing lights.
I can't. I'm done.
But we had a turn up last week though, real turn up. Unfortunately, the Surgeon General
It's okay.
came in last place last
It's
week.
okay.
Oh, wow.
I came in first because the Browns.
Hold on.
won.
Surge was tied with Alfie.
That's fine.
So the brothers were brothers.
Hey, Browns won. That's all that matters to
Happy
me.
and we're singing. And
They were
like
both
I
they were
love
both 10 and 5 last week.
it. All right.
Me and Rob,
What? That's last place.
yeah.
Wow.
Me and Rob tied at 11 and 4.
Good morning. Good morning.
Wow.
Shannon won last week with a record of 12 and 3.
Praise God.
No church in a while, right?
Yeah. Right. Right.
No church in a while.
I was shocked. So
That is amazing.
I went 12 and 3.
You said last place. I'm thinking, oh, I gotta be like 7
10 and
wins.
5.
That was just for last week, as far as the thing. Yeah. That girl was.
That's a hell of a week
good.
for everybody. Good job, guys.
Right. Yeah.
So as we stand right now, Shannon is in first place with 78, 45 and 1. She picked up a game on us all.
Yep. Picked up 2 on me. That's cool.
I'm at 75, 48 and 1. Surge is in third at 71, 52 and 1.
Oof. I gotta make up some ground.
Rob is at 65, 58 and 1.
I'm still at over 500.
Alfie cracked the 500 line.
There we go.
He at 62, 61 and 1.
Yeah.
I
It
love
was a
it.
no-show.
I love it. That's a Kanye West song.
But can't nobody tell you nothing.
Can't
Nope.
nobody tell you nothing. Hey, sometimes you gotta touch the sky.
Yeah. I wonder where y'all gonna be this week.
We're going to be all right because ain't nobody fucking with my clique.
But have mercy, cause your girl ain't got none. Okay.
Live next to TC.
Alrighty. So starting it off,
You should just said okay.
Okay. That's a song too.
Yeah.
I just seen that.
He's all right. All right.
Okay.
starting it off, the Indianapolis Colts at the New England Patriots.
I'm going to Patriots.
Yeah, give me the Patriots.
Colts and the Patriots.
Give me a sheet of paper.
Patriots.
Figure out who I
Did they bench Matt Ryan
Yep.
for production? There wasn't no injury?
He just wasn't reading them. He wasn't catching.
Figure it's
the
time to do a rebuild.
can. Damn. All right.
I'll just be here for the commentary.
Colts versus who?
Patriots.
Belichick.
Oh, you was smacking the hell out of that gun.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's what gets you with that Powerball he had. Niggas, he trying to stay chewing. That little watered down shake.
I'm gonna go with the Patriots as well. Is it unanimous?
Yeah.
I'm not picking.
What did
I'm
Alfie
here for
pick?
commentary. That's all.
Alfie picked Alfie picked the Colts.
Alfie picked the Colts.
There we go.
Yeah,
I mean, he ain't last anyway.
he
So.
picked the Colts.
Doing
Alfie
last
had
place
the Colts.
things.
Alfie picked the Colts. We gotta talk to Alfie.
Yeah, Alfie picked the
Shout out
Colts.
to Alfie Santana doing his thing at Caliente,
Yeah, we caliente.
walking around in his yellow banana hammock.
Shout out to DJ Lady Shay.
I want to get with her. Maybe she can produce the beat for the song that you and Rob supposed to put together for us.
Your Rod can sing the hook. All right, go.
The
ahead,
Green Bay Packers at the Detroit Lions.
Shit.
Alfie picked the
nobody care.
Packers. Alfie picked the Packers.
Against the who? Chiefs?
The Lions and the
Lions and
Packers.
the
Oh,
Packers.
Lions? Packers. All day.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be in it.
I'm very disappointed with the Lions this year. Thought they'd be doing better.
Me too. Solomon, what you got?
It's unanimous, the Packers. Unless Rob says something different.
Nah, I'm going with Packers.
All right. The Los Angeles Chargers at the Atlanta Falcons.
I'm gonna go with the Falcons. And Alfie
How could
went
you
with
be
the
so
Falcons.
heartless?
Alfie went with the Falcons as well. Go ahead.
I'm going Chargers.
I'm going Chargers.
Chargers.
Okay.
I know the Falcons right now. We need them to lose.
I do. That's how I was going for this Raiders last week, but they didn't
Yeah.
show up. For the same.
Falcons scaring me.
I picked the Falcons last week too.
Yeah, I'm going to Chargers. Falcons gonna lose. Get us back in first.
Okay.
The Buffalo Bills
Buffalo.
Bills.
You ain't gotta say
Who
that.
they playing
Buffalo.
anyway?
We don't know yet.
Josh
Ain't
Allen.
nobody ain't nobody give a damn.
at
We
the
know
New
that.
York Jets.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Alfie picked the Bills as well.
Bills.
Unanimous.
It's unanimous. The Minnesota Vikings at the Washington Commanders.
Oh.
Vikings.
Give me the Commanders.
Kirk Cousins. You like that? You like that? Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, Alfie picked the Vikings.
Solomon's boy.
I'm gonna have to go with him too.
Hey, I'm going with
I'm
the
going to
Commanders.
Vikings.
I went with them last week.
Okay.
I'm going with Heineken.
Heineke.
He's actually pretty good.
Yeah, Heineken's good. Now, he gave us around 5 points.
Yeah.
Solomon, who'd you go with?
The Vikings.
Okay.
The Carolina Panthers at the Cincinnati Bengals.
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 Okay.
Cleveland
Bengals.
Browns children. Cincinnati Bengals.
I'm gonna go with
Let me
Cincinnati
see.
as well.
Who did Alfie pick? He didn't. He didn't.
He skipped it?
He picked the Panthers.
Okay.
I guess he's going by the fact that they beat the Bucks. So
Yeah, he went with the Panthers. I'm
Alfie
sorry.
did his research now.
They beat the Bucks real good.
He's like, I'm taking last place. I don't care. I don't care what nobody says.
The Las Vegas Raiders at the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Alfie picked the Jags.
you know what? I'm gonna go Jags.
Yeah, give me Jags.
Oh yeah, because the Raiders didn't even show up last week.
Rob.
The Jags been playing good football.
My bad to judge now.
I'm going with the Raiders.
You going Raiders? Who you going?
Raiders.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
I'm going with the Jags.
I'm
That's
going
good, Shannon.
to
Come on
go
down with the rest of us.
I'm gonna go with the Raiders on this one.
Let's go.
The Raiders was a no call, no
Let's
show
go.
last week, so they gotta show up. Like for real, because I'm just thinking about it from a
But
standpoint of
they
Derek Carr.
they coming east.
It's only a 2-hour difference, right?
It's a
Yeah.
3-hour difference.
3 hour difference.
3. Oh, okay.
But it'll be a 2-hour difference because we got daylight savings time this weekend.
What
Yep,
it is,
that's
it
true.
is what it is.
That's true.
It is what it is. What
I
time
got
is
an extra hour to party.
You gonna be partying at home? Like
Where you gonna be at?
I don't know. Maybe in these streets. Go see my sugar baby.
Make sure you send that bill money.
All right.
The Miami Dolphins at the Chicago Bears.
Oh, Alfie picked the Dolphins.
Dolphins.
I'm going with the Dolphins.
Give me the Bears.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you trying to catch Alfie, huh?
No, I got a good feeling.
Okay.
It's
'Cause
in
they got
Chicago.
Claypool.
It's in Chicago.
Tua playing. I'm going with the Dolphins. The Seattle Seahawks at the Arizona Cardinals.
Alfie picked the Cardinals. The Seahawks at the Cardinals.
Give me the Cardinals.
What did the Cardinals do last week?
I think Seahawks won too.
Seahawks beat the Giants.
won, yeah, last week. Yeah.
Last week, Arizona lost to Minnesota.
Yeah, I didn't have them on my list. Yes. I it's a toss up. I guess I'll Dang.
First place on the line
For them?
for
For
you.
you.
What?
You're already tied right now. I see a
Tied
couple
with who?
losses.
I'm tired with who?
She ain't tired with nobody.
Yeah, I got 3 on Solomon and I got 6 on you. Yeah.
Well, you probably tied with someone.
7, yeah. All right.
What my record was?
I don't know.
65.
Yeah, Solomon, what you got?
Don't worry about me. What you got?
Because you always do this. What you got? What you got? Who you got?
I got the Seahawks.
Okay, you put down the Seahawks. I'm just not fascinated by either of these in this space. Seahawks. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Seahawks too.
There you go.
Let's
Come
see.
on down.
The Los Angeles Rams at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Alfie picked the Rams.
I know that feeling, right? You're like, they should win this.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the Rams down.
Actually,
I
they
really
should
think
lose
we
this, but
should
they'll
win.
probably
I really
win.
think
They're
we
both
should
playing
win.
bad, but it's a home game.
And we ain't won, but one
I
home
won
game.
home game.
Law of
We just won- we
averages,
won
man.
one.
I'm going with the Bucks.
But the Bucks defense had a team only meeting.
Was Cooper Cup invited?
Speaking of Cooper Cup,
Yeah.
no one man should have all that power.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Was it
Solomon, what you
was a
got?
scene from Malcolm X?
That's the song.
I know, I'm joking. I know though.
Just go for the Bucks, man.
No, I'm going for the Rams.
You know what? I'm speaking from my heart, not my common sense. I'm going with the Bucks.
Look, sometimes your heart when you
Heart
don't
wins
you?
every once in a while.
Look, yours won Monday night. I saw you. I was like, that
My heart went big time on
damn,
Monday.
that there surge there. Okay,
Yeah,
So-
I'm going with the Rams.
okay. And Serge, you went with Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I'll go with the Bucks.
Okay.
They gotta win eventually.
Me too. And if they win, look, this is it.
You
Look,
can't just
time
keep
out.
losing.
But this is my thing. I still
Hey,
win
listen.
if I lose
They
on
got
here. I
more
don't
losses
care.
to come.
Listen, I don't see the Bucks winning again until they go to Cleveland.
Oh my God.
They're not
Dude, I
gonna
don't know
win
about
in
that game,
Cleveland.
bro. I don't know about that Cleveland game.
Have you seen you saw our defense, right?
I'm just banking on the fact that it's Cleveland.
Stop it.
They be Cleveland.
Stop it.
Y'all be Clevelanding.
It's not gonna happen.
Cleveland League.
Clevelanding.
All right, ready? Go to the next one.
The Tennessee Titans at the Kansas City Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Chiefs, yeah, that's a Chiefs win.
Yeah, Alfie has the Chiefs as well. Solomon.
Kansas City. Monday Night Football, the Baltimore Ravens at the New Orleans Saints.
Alfie picked the Saints. I'm going with the Ravens. I need the Saints to lose.
I'm going to go with the Ravens. Something tells me, though, the Saints need to start Taysom Hill.
Yeah.
Well,
He just provides them
what,
an
help the Bucks
energy.
out?
Huh?
Help the Bucks out?
No, I just
I mean, he
need
can't do
good.
no worse than Jameis or Dalton.
Yeah, but he's doing good.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's got 1 win in 4 starts.
I thought he had like 3. What's their record? What's their
They're
record?
the same record as ours, 3 and 5.
Oh, I thought he had more. My bad.
Give me Baltimore. I don't want them to win, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm taking Baltimore at that. And y'all waiting again for Thursday night, or we gonna jump on it now?
Yeah, Alfie picked the Falcons for Thursday night. Who plays the Falcons on Thursday night?
Falcons
Carolina
at
and
Carolina.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
think I
that's-
might be with Alfie on this. I'm going.
Yeah, that's Falcons.
Falcons gonna win that.
Carolina's a whole.
Yeah, they just
Hilarious.
hold these fuckers. Okay.
And just because y'all said that, I'm taking Carolina.
That boy fell off, man.
What's my record?
I'm taking Carolina. Your record right now is 65, 58, and 1.
He said he's taking Carolina.
Yep.
Ooh, Georgia. Oh my man.
Oh, how bad?
Bad.
24-6. Third quarter, 5:33 left.
That's what I figured.
All right, Georgia.
I mean, I don't know. Carolina might win. They got Baker Mayfield on defense.
You saw that? Yeah, I like, wow.
Baker Mayfield playing defense?
In practice, he was playing defensive end in practice.
Yeah, might as well put his dean doing shit else.
I'm like, damn, dog.
Yeah, but Carolina, they're going to show up when you don't expect them to, like they did against us. And if you can run the ball like they running it, control the clock. Plus, our whole division sucks anyway.
And they can make it a dark fantasy. They're getting stronger. They might run away with it. They kind of like the city of gods, you know.
Keep on going. Because you can't see God in all of the lights.
Now you can't.
Y'all just have an addiction to Kanye.
And Kyrie just
Yeah,
might
really
be
do.
And you don't?
It's an addiction.
You only take my money when you're in need, huh?
Nope.
Yeah, you're trifling. Friend indeed.
Every now and then, I
Look at old digger. Way over town.
I'm gonna need y'all to have gold digging like range for me to be gold digging.
That's a class at Sugar U if you want to sign up.
True Love.
Yeah.
Gold Digger is a class.
That's exactly who Kanye, not Kanye, but Kyrie remind me of. Black skinhead.
Really?
I'm not. I can see it.
But let me ask you this.
I can't hold my liquor.
You can't? But if I just fuck this model,
She
just released her asshole.
Okay.
Ain't that a graduation?
No, that's a Pablo.
Okay. Yeah, Pablo.
All right. On that note, his, hers, and ours have been hilarious today.
It's been a lot of
been
violent
really
crimes
good.
going on.
Wow. On that note, this has been his, hers, and ours. I am Shannon Royal Davis with
Solomon Davis.
and we're out.
Hey, Sugar U.
We coming home.
Yeah. Coming home.
Coming home again.